Alright guys, it is time. Happy Friday night to everybody. It is time that we start watching Friday Night SmackDown, and tonight we're kicking off things on a whole different note, because tonight we're not starting off the show with some wrestling, but instead we are starting off the show with some Grayson Waller Effect. I don't know how to feel about this, because, I don't know how would I feel if The Miz were to open the show with his Miz TV. So right now with Grayson Waller, I'm not too sure how I feel about this guy kicking off the show, especially with tonight being about the 25 years of Edge, 25 years anniversary of the Rated R Superstar. But okay, interesting way to kick off the show anyways. We got Grayson Waller, we got Rey Mysterio coming out right now, tonight's guest for the Grayson Waller Effect. So this should be interesting. Let's see. Grayson Waller introducing Rey Mysterio. Mysterio here looking dapper, coming out with the title, wearing his suit. You got Escobar looking incredible in the suit as well. This is sweet. This is great. Yep. Already loving the colors here, the blue suit, the white shirt, that's pretty cool. We got the family in here, good to see everybody, hope you're doing well. First of all, I'd like to apologize to everybody because I missed this past Wednesday's Dynamite. I wasn't here for Dynamite, and that's because I had to travel actually to the US Embassy over here and to get my visa, which I'm happy to let you guys know was approved, which means that the door to WrestleMania now is open. So I just have to get the tickets, but at least the visa is approved, so we can now travel to Mania, hopefully next year. We'll talk about that later, but good to see everybody. I can see Clayton is in the house, Andy in the house, we got Gary right here, True right here. It's good to see everybody, hope you're doing well. Ricky in the house, we got Tony, that's right, David in here, good to see everybody. Much love to you. I hope you're doing well. Ricky says, hey, just send me some love. I'm waiting for Hurricane Hillary coming over here in LA by this weekend. Ricky, my brother, I hope that you stay safe. Stay home. Yep, stay home. But, this shall pass too, Ricky. Much love to you. Run DMG, I acknowledge you as always. Good to see you. And Andy says, hey, did you just read my text I gave you? I did not read your text, Andy, just yet. I'll take a look at it later. But wow, you're right about that. Cash Wheeler was indeed arrested. But, a bond, I believe, of $2,500 was set today itself. And he was released on bond. And he has to turn all of his weapons in by tomorrow, it seems. Or he had to do it actually within 12 hours. So he must have already done it, because it's been about 12 hours now since he was arrested. On that note, he was not asked to turn in his passport, and because he is not, he's not been proven guilty just yet, apparently. Because of that, there has been no restriction on his travel ban altogether. So, all in all, he is not banned from the UK, and he will be making it to All In. So AEW did post out a statement saying that they're closely monitoring the situation. Also, Wheeler is cooperating with the authorities, and it seems like everything's solved. He will be going to the UK, so that's a relief for the AEW fans for sure. And here we are now with the Grayson Waller Effect. Let's see what this segment is going to be all about. Let's take a look. That's right. It's not the first time that he's held the title. Oh, Grayson Waller pouring some salt over the LWO, talking about how great it must be to be the U.S. champion, and asking Santos about it. There you go. Rey winning the U.S. title wasn't on my bingo card. I know, Tony, wasn't on my bingo card either. Was not expecting for that to happen, especially after him being injured apparently in his match against Santos Escobar. We all thought that, okay, Escobar is going to go ahead and get the victory. but Rey Mysterio did it. It was interesting. It was surprising, but he did it. And Ricky says, it's okay, AJ, you missed nothing. Dynamite was the worst show ever. Wait a second. Ricky says this past Wednesday's Dynamite was the worst show in history. What went down? What went wrong? Let me know about it, Ricky and everybody else. Do you agree that this past Wednesday's Dynamite was the worst? Let me know. That's interesting, Ricky.
In fact, Santos, you even beat Rey Mysterio.
Wow, it's hot. And Clayton says, I always thought you were in USA. So I was in USA. I've lived in New York for quite a while, but currently I'm not. Probably will move back some years later. I don't know. Haven't thought about it yet. But yeah, currently not in the USA. But that's it.
Listen to me. Pay very close attention. The only person I'm angry, livid at, is a low-life, good-for-nothing Austin Theory.
Wow. Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller tried to pour some salt here, but Escobar says the only person that he's living at right now is Austin Theory, the former U.S. champion. What I say to that is that keep the past in the past. That guy Theory is the past. Do not have to bring it up, but here we are, Escobar still not forgiving Austin Theory and still holding some grudges against the guy. So I'm not sure how to feel about that. Not the greatest idea to bring him up again, you know. He will cash in his rematch, I believe, if you were to bring him back in. And Gary says, I give Dynamite a 6 out of 10. Tony says that he says that Dynamite was a snore fest, except for DMD versus the Bunny. It was a snore fest. That's not very good. Wow. Andy says, I love Dynamite episode with Jared getting victory over Jeff Hardy. That sounds sweet. Okay. And we got True says the show was fine, AJ. Ricky says, yes, AJ. All right. Okay. And I told him so. I told you so. Not the greatest idea to bring up the past. And of course, Escobar did just that by bringing in Austin Theory. And here he is now. Austin Theory interrupting the Grayson Waller Effect. How do you guys feel about this segment here, kicking off the 25 years episode for Edge, right? It's the 25 years anniversary for the Rated R Superstar. And we're kicking things off with the Grayson Waller Effect. How do you feel about that? It's interesting. There we go. Let's see what else do we have here. Clayton says, Dan kicked me out. Kicked you? Wait, who kicked you out, Clayton? Did you get kicked out of the chat? I'm sorry. I never did that. If any of the moderators did that, that was probably, by accident. Sorry about that, Clayton. Let's see. So basically, Austin Theory feels like he's been robbed of the U.S. title. He says that Rey Mysterio was not even supposed to be wrestling Austin Theory. So for that reason, Adam Pearce has to come out and hand him back his U.S. championship. Let's see if Adam Pearce will be doing that, as he indeed is out here now. Oh, wow. Wow. And I know everybody liked that, right? Everybody loved listening to LA Knight come out here. Look at the pop. Let's just listen to the pop. It's huge here for our LA Knight. Wow. They couldn't, get Austin Theory even like 50% of pop as LA Knight gets. I mean, the pop is something organic, right? You cannot force into the stars. You cannot pipe it in. Organic pop is an organic pop, and it just cannot be replicated with something piped in. They tried to push Austin Theory as the guy, did never work out. Look at Austin Theory now, and look at LA Knight now, the guy, the people's guy, and that makes a whole lot of difference. Vince McMahon's guy, the people's guy, and the people's guy will always be over, and it's true. It's damn true. And True says, the segment still sucks so far. You know what? Nothing noteworthy has happened so far, so I kind of am with True right now. You know, again, it makes a little sense to me that we're celebrating Edge's 25-year anniversary and we're kicking things off with this talk show. So I'm a little bit here with True so far. All right. There we go. I think Adam Pearce quite likes the idea as well. All right, sweet. So we're going to be getting LA Knight versus this guy right here, Austin Theory. The winner most likely going to get the U.S. title shot. So also, True here in the chat, he sent out a comment that's very interesting about Charlotte, Flair, and Andrade, that they're no longer together, that they're headed for divorce. And it's true. It's damn true. They're actually no longer together. So they've been dating for a while, since 2019, if I'm not wrong. In 2022, just last year, they actually got married. They tied the knot. And 1 year later, or less than a year now, they are sadly separated again. And we're going to be seeing them getting divorced, filing for divorce very soon. So far on social media, if you look at it, both Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair have both unfollowed Andrade, which is crazy to think about, because if you look at the history, I remember Ric Flair, he walked Andrade out, right, for Triple Mania. He introduced him to Triple Mania. You know, he has supported him on camera, off camera. He's called him the greatest wrestler today. And now to look at what's happening here, it's crazy. So that's true. Charlotte and Andrade are no longer together. They're headed for divorce, just like True said. And already Charlotte and her father have unfollowed Andrade, which in 2023 is a big deal. If you unfollow somebody on social media, you know what's going down. So it's a big deal. That's right. Let's see what else do we have here. We got Rory here. Rory, great to see you. And Rory says, how long till Edge announces he's going to go for the 24/7 title? Well, if he's retired or if he's off contract, he can definitely go for the 24/7 titles replica with his babies. But I'll tell you, it's definitely the talk of the town. Is tonight the final match that we're going to be seeing from the Rated R Superstar? Or is it not? Because Edge has revealed that this is going to be the final match under his current contract, which is definitely, it adds a element of surprise. Like, what do we expect? Is he going to come back? Is he going to renew the contract? Is he going to AEW? Definitely a little bit of surprise right there. So what is next for Edge, right? Is it AEW? Is it the WWE once again? Is he going to be leaving wrestling for good? You know, going to Hollywood, doing something else? What do you guys think? Let me know. I feel like he's going to renew the contract, but anything's possible. I mean, we also saw him pictured with Cash Wheeler, I believe just a couple days ago. Him, Beth Phoenix with Cash Wheeler. Seemed like he was actually backstage at AEW to meet Wheeler. So pretty cool, pretty big deal. Yeah, that's right. Tony says it's official. That's right. And let's see, everyone watching on Fox. That's right, Tony. Tony reminds us every night that everybody watching on Fox and the AEW Network TNT are already glued to their seats. That's right. He's going to renew, says Clayton. I think so too, to be honest. You know, I feel like I would be surprised if he goes to AEW. I would be really surprised. And definitely would be a big get for All Elite Wrestling for Tony Khan. Probably even bigger than CM Punk, getting Edge on board. A guy who's been a WWE guy for decades, getting him on board is a big deal. So I would be very surprised, without a doubt. Yes, he's doing a TV show for Disney. Yes, you're right, Andy, absolutely. He is doing a TV show indeed. Better not be a Motley Crue retirement. Boo. Wow. Brute Edge is the way. I see that, Rory. That's right. I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. This photo was with Dax, not Cash. That's right. With Dax. Cash Wheeler has been on the news so much that, but you're right. True. Always, right. Yep. It was with Dax, not Cash. You're right. Thanks for correcting me right there. Gary says, and Lacey Evans will show up at AEW or Impact. So that's true. Lacey Evans was finally let go from the WWE, which I feel like is great news because, they wasted her. They absolutely destroyed her momentum, any bit of it that was left. It was terrible for Lacey. I mean, it was terrible. So I'm glad that she's now a free bird. As soon as she left, somebody on Twitter suggested to her that maybe you should join OnlyFans, to which she sent out a reply with some big ol' eyes emoji. And then Mandy Rose replied to that tweet with a thinking emoji. That was surprising. And I was like, okay, are we getting another OnlyFans model over here? That's terrible. But seems like, as somebody mentioned, Tony mentioned, that I'm not going to comment about Lacey Evans now. She owns a coffee shop. Is that right? Because if that's right, I love that. That's great. She should most likely and absolutely collaborate with Mandy and Sonya Deville and make a joint venture. D-Mandy Donuts and Lacey's Coffee. I think there's some potential in there. They could beat Dunkin' Donuts. Who knows? And here we are now. What is The Miz doing out here? Is he not a part of Raw? Miz out here. Let's see. It's not a retirement. It's an expiring contract. That's right. True. Absolutely. Let's see. Clayton says they got married 22. Little over a year isn't very long. Yeah, right. But still, over a year is pretty impressive. Cool. I believe her new business will be great for her. Yeah, good luck to her, for her new business. Hopefully fans support her and it works out well for her. Wishing the best for Lacey Evans and The Miz here. I would actually have liked to see a Grayson Waller Effect segment with The Miz as a guest. That's something that we haven't seen yet, and I would have liked to see that. We missed it by just a few minutes, I guess, a few minutes earlier, and The Miz would have been on the Grayson Waller Effect. I would have liked that a lot. And Tony says, oh crap, it's MJF. I mean The Miz. That's right, the original MJF, right? The softer version of MJF, the PG version of MJF. Elbow drive right here from LA Knight onto Austin Theory. Austin Theory with the kick out right here. The marriage did not work out. They'll move on. Yeah. And it seems like they have moved on already. Charlotte posted a recent picture on Instagram with somebody else. I cannot recall who was it, True or anybody else. Do you guys know? But she posted a picture on Instagram of her new workout partner. So it seems like they probably would have already moved on by now. Let's see. Lacey has her coffee shop. Will help her injured vets and many. That's great. That is fantastic. I mean, what better than that? It's not only supporting herself, her family, but also the veterans. So that's awesome. That's a great initiative. And ringside, here we are now. Austin Theory grabbing LA Knight from the back of the head, sending him straight headfirst into the apron. And The Miz here cheering on A-Town down. I see that. They said they were going to address the LA Knight Miz rivalry. I guess that's how they address it. He He said he would appear on SmackDown during Raw, or did he? I never really pay attention to the Miz, right? So, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. And do you think Roman makes it to WrestleMania? Yes, absolutely, Rory. There's no way that he does not. He is going to go to WrestleMania still as a champion, and he probably will walk out as champion too. Who knows? I don't expect Roman Reigns to ever drop those titles. And yes, I said titles, and you guys are going to be like, why titles? It's a title. It's one title. Apparently, the lineage of the championships, they still continue. So even though he has one title that he's carrying around these days, the lineage, right, the Universal title and the WWE Championship, that lineage still continues, guys. So, with that being said, if you go to WWE.com, you will still see Roman Reigns being listed as the Universal Champion, as the WWE Champion, and as WWE Champion, he just recently crossed 500 days, which means he just recently hit another big milestone here as the WWE Champion, which means that Roman Reigns continues to make history without a doubt. And let's see what else do we got. Jonathan here. Good to see you, my brother Jonathan. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. And we are now on a commercial break. That's right. Would be great for Vince to screw Cody again. Let the people champion raise an eyebrow once more. Exactly. I'd like to see that, I like Cody Rhodes. He's great. He got the props from Brock Lesnar, something that not a lot of people can say that they've got in their lifetime. But he did. So he already got his flowers. So, it wouldn't hurt to lose to Roman Reigns once again. It would not hurt at all. The Miz would get his head knocked off if in any other promotion. That's true. That's true. He wouldn't last so long in any other promotion. And Ricky says, you see FTR versus Young Bucks match for All In? You see them moved at... No, I don't see them getting moved at all. No. Because Cash Vila, he did not have to turn on in his passport, because he does not have any restrictions on international travel. For that reason, I don't expect that match to be moved from All In like a week away now. It would not be a great idea, to move Cash Vila or FTR away from that show. It's the biggest show in AEW history, biggest show in recent wrestling history. So, yeah. I don't think that the match should or would be moved away, but let me know what you guys think. Is Cash Wheeler going to make it over to the UK? Let me know what you guys think. And we got Andy says, hey AJ, you want to read something funny? I literally fell asleep while Cody was wrestling. Now that is funny. Was he wrestling on Monday? I think I fell asleep too. I did not, but I get you, Andy. I get you. That's all right. It's Cody Rhodes. It's been a while. I've been traveling. Jonathan says he's been traveling. That's sweet. I too was traveling like a couple days ago, but great news. My US visa is once again approved, which means that most likely, guys, I will be traveling to WrestleMania. So if anybody else is going, let me know, because I'd like to meet you guys and watch WrestleMania with you. So let me know if anybody else is going to go. Let's see, it's happening at All In. That's right, true. I think so too. He may one day have a rematch against Roman. He definitely will. It's a story. There's a reason why Cody is not the champion yet. There's a reason why he hasn't had a match against Seth Rollins yet. Because I believe firmly that they're saving Cody Rhodes for Roman Reigns. That's what they're doing. They're saving him, protecting his momentum, and he's going to go. The next time that he fights for the world title, it's going to be against Roman Reigns. That's what I feel. Yeah. And Clady says, the Cody's future of the company. He dresses well, speaks well, he represents the company well. For how long, though? I mean, when the time is right, when he reaches the peak in the company, when he's champion, when he has all the luxury in the world, and when AEW comes calling with a $2 billion contract. I don't know, I'm making numbers right now, but when the price is right, is he going to leave WWE for AEW again? I think so. So, I don't know, just based on the fact what he did with AEW to come and rejoin the WWE, EVP and everything, but still left all of that behind because the price was right, because the timing was right, because the dream had to be fulfilled. Is he not going to do it again for AEW? I think so. But let me know if you think that I'm the only one who thinks so. Let me know. And FTR better retain their belts against the old. But yeah, Andy, I am totally with you, brother. Hopefully they do, hopefully they do. And let's see, Rory, I love that. Love the acknowledgement. AJ, when you go to WrestleMania next year, have a great time for me, my brother Andy. If I do go, I'll be live streaming. I'll be vlogging from there. We're going to have fun together, virtually. We're going to do it. That's right. Bianca Belair may be a role model, but it may not last long since she's vowing for revenge against Io Sky. Seems like it, Tony. Seems like, it's only limited time before Bianca Belair turns from a role model into a bad example. It's true. Taking Austin Theory by surprise right there. Take cold weather shoes. First week in April. I love this. You don't have no idea, Clayton, how much I miss the snow. I love the snow. So cannot wait to experience snow once again. Cannot wait for it. Let's see. And Tony says Jacob Friedman is going to invade WrestleMania. Would be nice, Tony. That's right. And Ron Duty says American Nightmare leaving WrestleMania 39, the new WrestleMania 40, the new U.S. champion, the new Universal champion. Perhaps Run DMG, that'll be something. That will be something. And here we are now, sending Austin Theory chest first into the turnbuckle, following that up with a tremendous neck breaker. Austin Theory down and out. LA Knight looking to pick up the pieces. He gets Austin Theory up onto his feet. Theory with the reversal, but LA Knight one step out again. Sending him back first into the mat, kick to the face. Austin Theory down indeed here, going for the cover. Theory kicks out. This was the same guy, folks, who beat John Cena at WrestleMania a few months ago. The same guy. And now he's opening SmackDown, getting his ass kicked by LA Knight. Yep, that's what we're talking about. Austin Theory. He beat John Cena at WrestleMania. It's crazy. It's crazy how the powers within that were supporting Austin Theory, they turn against him. He's almost getting that Baron Corbin treatment. He's going down a very similar route, guys. All the way from the top, all the way to the bottom. That's what's happening. MJF has already extended his contract. That's right, true. Yep, Tony said, I kid. So I believe Tony was kidding. AJ, I'm happy you fixed your visa. I hope you see you at WrestleMania 40, but I'm not sure. Tickets are so I know, they're very expensive tickets, yep. It's right, and here we are now with Austin Theory. LA Knight up on his shoulders. He is looking to bring him down. Was going to go for the big one. LA Knight slips off his shoulders, looking for a body slam on Austin Theory, and he does it so successfully. Austin Theory in major trouble. LA Knight is feeling it. He's feeling the love. LA Knight, and he's going for the big one. Wait a second, The Miz. The Miz getting on the apron, causing that distraction. Come on, if Austin Theory... This would be bad. Come on. All right, cool. There we go. Knight still in control. Mustafa, good to see you, brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And AJ, Steve Macklin, and Diana Perez were interested in joining WWE again. Well, the Forgotten Sons. I mean, I'll tell you what. Steve Macklin, he stayed true to his gimmick, right? He was called... Wait a second. Wow. I don't even know how to feel about this. Austin Theory just beat LA Knight. Roll a pin, possum pin, but he did it. He just beat LA Knight. Yep, he did it. And The Miz looks content. He looks satisfied. But Austin Theory has just defeated LA Knight. Well, we're going to get another match between Austin Theory and Rey Mysterio, which is going to prove nothing. Of course, Rey's got to retain again. Of course he is. Austin Theory is not winning against Rey. And LA Knight is busted open, bleeding a little bit from his forehead. But talking about Steve Macklin, he stayed true to his gimmick. The Forgotten Sons really was a Forgotten Son. So if he were to come back, I mean, cool. I don't know. I don't know if he'll make it. But Diana Perez on the WWE would be something I'd like to see. Yeah. I was taken aback for a little bit because I saw this guy Corey Grace over there, for a split second. And I was like, is that Pat McAfee? And I had to look back again, but thank God it was not Pat McAfee. Thank God for that. And here we are now, a video package for the Rated R Superstar. About time. Yeah, 30 minutes into the show, and we're talking about Edge. That's cool. We got a video from John Cena.
Congratulations on 25 years in the WWE. We are amazed by your professional dedication and passion.
Clayton was talking earlier about Edge, and I'm sorry, Grayson Waller. Wait, who are you talking about? Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry. Clayton was, it's still 5 in the morning here, guys. I'm still feeling it. But Clayton was talking about Cody Rhodes earlier and talking about how he dresses well, he talks well, he wrestles well, and everything else, right? But John Cena was a real guy, right? The guy who was a real example. There were reports, actually, in the dirt sheets a few years ago about how WWE actually gives an example of John Cena to all the recruits, all the people at the Performance Center, and they tell them that this is how you want to be, this is how you've got to be presentable, you know, you've got to be charismatic, you've got to dress well, you got to act well. John Cena was literally the example that they used, and I'm pretty sure they still use when they're recruiting more people. It's crazy. John Cena has such a lasting impact on the company. It's crazy. I'd love to see Bianca Belair joining the Hurt Business as Ricky. I'd love to see that too, brother. That's right. And let's see what else do we have here. MJF already extended his contract, says true. That's right. They're gonna ruin LA Knight and the pop that he is getting. He has to be Vince running SmackDown. So Clayton's not happy. He says Vince probably running SmackDown, for which reason Austin Theory here got the victory. That's right, Tony. Edge was congratulated by John Cena, by Sheamus. Sheamus gonna be main eventing SmackDown after a while tonight with Edge. Should be a good match. Let's see. Miz is the A-list ass kisser. True is right about that. Without his ass kissing skills, you know, he would have not made it so far. I still remember when Diva Search was a thing and The Miz was a host of the Diva Search, he actually came out on Monday Night Raw, I believe back in 2006. Yeah, I think it was 2006 or 7. And he had to basically deliver a promo, a little introduction to the Divas and whatnot, and he forgot his lines midway. So he had written the script on his wrist, and he started reading off his script, making it super obvious. Yeah, The Miz had seen some hard times, but he's come a long way. He really has. And Johnny, good to see you, brother. He says, if tonight is your last match, I just want to say thank you for all the memories, Edge. You were my favorite of all time. I love that, Jonathan. I love that, Johnny. I love it, you know. And people are talking about it. What if it's his last match? Because he's made it seem so. He said, okay, it's my last match on the current contract. I haven't made up a mind. I probably will make up a mind after the match is over. I head to the locker room. I'll let it all settle in, and then I'll make up a mind, which to me feels like I'm going to re-sign. He will definitely re-sign, I feel. He's not going to go anywhere, especially with 4 decades of WrestleMania around. I don't think that he's going to go anywhere. AEW would be sweet, but I don't think it's happening just yet. And Rory says, you made the list, okay. Natty's nose is crooked now. Okay. I wonder why. It's so pointy, right? It's so pointy. I'm not sure what the fascination is these days, but you see a lot of ladies with very pointy nose. They're so sharp, it feels like you almost cut yourself if you touch them. But yeah, a lot of people going for those plastic surgeries, cosmetic surgeries. You get those pointy noses. It's a trend now. It really is. Why is Charlotte looking so glamorous, says Tony? Because she is, right? She is, and also lots of work over there. Okay. Tony, she's looking for a new guy, says Andy. That's true. That is true. She is back in the dating game. You know, she has moved on from Andrade, looking for a new guy. So, of course, got to look glamorous. You're right. Because at the end of the day, it's a business to make money, says Clayton. That's right. Absolutely. It's a business. That's 100%. It's a business. Money comes first. I think Vince was running Dynamite. Oh my goodness, Ricky just did not like Dynamite. Ricky says Dynamite was the worst show in history, and he says that Vince probably was running it because it was so trash. I see, Ricky. True says Knight is just having a personal feud with The Miz. No titles are needed. That's right. Yep. Winnie Mac would never book those jobs. Run DMG. So everybody here talking about if Vince McMahon is running the show here tonight because Austin Theory won, right? Somebody says yes, somebody says no, and Run DMG comes in here as a peacemaker, and he says, stop it, guys. Vince McMahon is clearly not running the show, because if he was, he would not book those jobbers on the show at all. Now, that is hilarious. Run DMG, you're awesome. That is so funny. Okay. Tony says, this just in. New Japan Pro Wrestling has posted a free clip of Mercedes Moné versus Carrie for the IWGP Women's title on YouTube. That's cool. That's cool. That's going to give them a ton of views. That's right. That's not definitely nice. And Drew says, I don't care. There you go. AEW Dynamite was amazing, says Johnny. Yes, Vince is running all the shows. And, you know, that's all right. I know Ricky did not enjoy Dynamite, and I know why he did not, because we did not watch it together. I know that, Ricky. That's okay. We're gonna watch it together next week, and we're gonna have a great time. So, that's right. I get that, Ricky. I feel the love. I feel the love. Thank you, Ricky. And okay, so we are still on the commercial break. Yeah. Let's see what else do we have scheduled for the show. By the way, guys, I put out a tweet. By the way, I also remembered now. Clayton had sent a message asking if I have a Twitter or an X. Clayton, I do. I am on Twitter with under the name of Wrestling News, but I don't use Twitter much because it's too political for me. It's too toxic for me. So I don't like to use Twitter, but instead I'm on Instagram. So if you'd like to follow me, I'm on Instagram at Wrestling News. So I'm right there. I've got a sweet wrestling news page over there. I've got a channel over there, so you can definitely follow me and message me on Instagram. On top of that, I'm also on Threads. So if you use Threads, I'm also there. Let's see. Agent, thank you for not watching Dynamite this week. Guns main. Oh, I see. Okay, now I know why Ricky's saying that. All right, cool. And now we're taking a look at the clip of Edge actually. This is what I was talking about last week, yeah? This is the same clip that I was mentioning. Edge was in attendance for a talk show taping. Bret Hart was a guest on it. And Edge, with the microphone, asked Bret Hart a question of guidance and advice on how to get to the WWE. And Ed said that after the show, after the taping was done, Bret Hart actually met him backstage and gave him some more advice on how to become a WWE wrestler, how to get to the company. Ultimately, of course, we know that Edge also trained at the dungeon. So, quite a lot of history going in there between Edge and Bret Hart and his desire and motivation to become a WWE superstar. It's cool. And let's see, Agent, you don't believe James, he said that he hated Dynamite too. Well, that's big. If James said that he did not like Dynamite, that it's definitely big. Anil, good to see you, my brother. Welcome. Tony says the Brood, Gangrel, Edge, and Christian Cage. Yeah. Would have been great to see Christian Cage and Edge together tonight for the 25-year anniversary, but of course that's not going to be happening. And Tony says Edge had made Jeff Hardy without a doubt, brother, without a doubt. And Kurt Angle, too. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all those signboards, right? It's so funny. And James' opinion doesn't equal facts is true. There you go. True says, James did not like Dynamite. Doesn't mean that it was a bad show. All right. And he says, yeah, the Gun main event was a waste least forward main event. I say, I knew that they weren't going to have the Guns win over Bucks. Absolutely not. It surprises me that the Guns actually main evented the show. It really did surprise me a little bit, but okay. We're taking a look back at the first Money in the Bank victory here from Edge. The cash-in was surreal at New Year's resolution. He cashed in for the very first time, setting a trend for Money in the Bank cash-ins for the years moving forward, for screwing over John Cena with the very first cash-in. The ultimate opportunities. I still remember, it was Elimination Chamber, I believe, 2008 or 9, when Edge was not even in the Chamber match. He lost his World Heavyweight Championship early on, and then you had this Elimination Chamber match, which he was not even a part of. But because he wanted to win back the title so badly, he attacked one of the entrants in that chamber match. He attacked Cody Rhodes from behind with a steel chair, so Cody Rhodes was out of action. Vicky Guerrero, his girlfriend at that time, was the general manager. So once Kofi Kingston was incapacitated, was unable to compete, Vicky Guerrero replaced Kofi with Edge, and Edge entered the chamber and he won back his title. Edge was truly the guy that I used to hate as a kid. I was a big John Cena fan, and I absolutely used to despise Edge for screwing over Cena so badly. Yeah, I used to hate Edge. Just because I was a big John Cena baby face mark. Yeah, that's it. And let's see. Definitely President Nikon says, how do you like them apples, Tony? I see you, Tony. All right. How Matt and Jeff were in the WFE when Edge was jobbing in WCW. True says, how did Edge make Jeff Hardy famous? To True's point, I'll tell you guys this, right? Over here, this side of the world, even if people did not watch wrestling back in the day, I'm talking about the 90s, maybe the 80s too, probably the 90s actually. Even if people did not watch wrestling, everybody knew this guy, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys, Edge, Yokozuna, These were the 4 names that everybody knew, right? Even if they did not watch wrestling at all, they all knew the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys were like a pop culture icon over here for some reason, right? Everybody, the men, girls, ladies, everybody knew the Hardy Boys. They were really a sensation over here, this side of the world too. So they had quite a reach back in the day, really did. Probably more than now. And nowadays, of course, the heat has kind of died down, simmered down a little bit on the Hardy Boys. But back in the day, they were hot, guys. They were really hot. It's true. And now we've got Bayley coming out here with Dakota Kai.
Even though you dum-dums here in Toronto are not worthy, we are gonna face you with a champion. I know you guys aren't used to that either, but we're gonna face you.
It's been 2 weeks now, right? Not new any longer. 2 weeks is too old. But Io Sky coming out here to a great ovation here for the fans. Sweet. How can you not enjoy this week's Dynamite, says Johnny. I did not watch it, Johnny, so, I don't know. But I see that Ricky did not enjoy it. Tony did not enjoy it, it seems. Yeah. Run DMG. And here we are now. Io Sky looking over the title. Yep. I've got to say, the title actually looks good on her shoulders. I can get used to it. Pretty cool. But anyways, I want to take a look at what else do we have on the preview for tonight's show. Let's take a look at that real quick. So we've got... So here we are. Of course, the preview. Let's go. So, of course, we've got Edge and Sheamus. They're fighting. Grayson Waller Effect, that's already happening. And we got Bianca and Charlotte versus Io Sky and Bayley in a tag team match. So hopefully that's going to be happening now. And that's it. That's all the preview for tonight. That's all that they have mentioned that's going to be going down tonight's show. Charlotte, Bianca versus Io, Bayley. This has already happened. And this right here, the main event. So not a lot of stuff in the preview for tonight's show, obviously. Limited stuff. All right, cool. Let's see what else do we have here. Ronnie says, Tony Khan made a cameo on Dynamite trying to be tough. Tony Khan should have done a snow... Oh, dear, really? Was he on Dynamite? I wonder. Did he... Oh, he probably must have made an announcement for All In or something, right? It's a big deal, guys. All In is a massive show that's taking place in a week now, in about a week now. They're really making history here with All In. And I heard that WrestleMania 40 actually beat... the all-time record for, a big opening, sales opening. So that's pretty cool. And in the comments, under that post, I saw somebody asking a question. Does that not already beat All In's record? And it does not, because All In is a one-night show. WrestleMania 40 or 39, 38, all of these were two-night shows. All In is a one-night show. So technically, it still does not beat All In's record. All In has definitely made history. Really have, without a doubt. And let's see, Bayley versus my champion, Tony. Here she is, and we are now on a commercial break. David also with some thumbs down in the chat, I see. Heel on heel action, that's right, true. Tony is tough. T-U-F-F, I see you, Rory, I see ya. I see the sarcasm in the comment. Bianca doesn't care about Charlotte. She wants the belt back from Ace EO, that's right. Bianca Belair. I don't know. I mean, she seems like a very angry lady who just wants a title one way or the other. So let's see who she's going to be going up against. Probably. I mean, I can even see her turning against Charlotte tonight. So we shall see. Once again, good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. D saying. Tony Khan was in the Cole MJ. What? He was in the Cole MJF segment. Doing what? I've got some catching up to do. True, I was not expecting that. They were making fun of the AEW... Oh, okay, alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Run DMG is sleeping at the All-In card. Look at those emojis. Run DMG, not very excited about the All-In card. Wow. Alright, brother. Is WrestleMania 40 main event? Well, brother, we don't know about the main event just yet, but speculation, just like you mentioned, is Cody versus Roman again. Yeah, again. I mean... I know that I'm not very thrilled about that main event, but seems like that's going to be the case, that we will be getting Cody versus Roman, and Cody Rhodes has got to get his flowers, and he's got to beat Roman Reigns, and everybody's got to be happy. Seems like that's what's going to happen at WrestleMania 40. And Triple Mania third night in Mexico City beat attendance record over WWE when WWE was down there. Of course they did. They are massive. AAA is massive. I mean, so big that Andrade decided to start his own, not Andrade, I'm sorry, Alberto Del Rio decided to start his own wrestling company over there, and, he saw Triple Mania or AAA as competition. What happened was 1 year later, or 2 years later, he just decided to leave his company behind and wrestle for AAA, his competition. That's how big and massive AAA really is. Yep. Rumor alert: Sasha Banks will make her return to the WWE in 2024. Not 100% legit, boss, but we'll soon find out, says Tony. It's going to be interesting either ways. I mean, the one reason why... Actually, it's interesting. So when she does make a return, do we also expect Naomi to come back with her? Because I do. I feel like if Sasha Banks were to return, she's not the kind of person who would do it alone. She would do it along with Naomi. She left with her. I think she will make her return. If she does, with Naomi, I feel. WrestleMania 40 will be another triple threat, like 20 and 30. I would not be opposed to that at all, to be honest. I wouldn't be. I would like that. I would like that a lot. So if it were to be a triple threat, right? Roman versus Cody, I feel like we already have two people in there. But who could be the third person? I hope not Solo. I don't think Solo's up to that level just yet. He's got a long way to go. Long way. So Roman's got to be in it, of course. Cody's got to be in it. If it were to be a triple threat, who do you think could be the third person? Let me know, guys. But here we are now with Bianca Belair, the EST, coming out now. That's right. Yep. She's looking good. She's looking happy as she comes out. I don't know. It felt like she was about to drop her earring, but okay, that's sweet. 9 likes is Ricky. Everybody, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure to smash that like. That's right. And let's see. Here comes Cody Rhodes' favorite wrestler. And it's not... Speaking of Jade Cargill, Tony, I'm glad you brought that up because I read on The Observer, like, a few hours ago that Jade Cargill could be on her way back. So apparently there's some buzz going around in the AEW locker room that Jade Cargill is about to make her return soon to the company, so that's pretty big. I mean, I have missed seeing her on TV, so Jade Cargill return, that'd be sweet. Why would she go back with Winston Walls is true. Yep, I mean, it's hard to imagine why, but in wrestling, as we know, it's never say never. But on that note, if she were to ever return to the company, I definitely see her going back along with Naomi. Not without her, absolutely not. And here comes evil Charlotte. That's right. Actually, I would like it a lot if they would turn everything, around for Charlotte Flair's entrance, her including her outfit, the whole presentation, make it all black robe, total darkness around the ring. I would like that a lot. Use a whole different presentation for a heel Charlotte Flair. I think it would just work out perfectly. It would be great. We haven't seen her, but I would like to see her in all black. Total darkness around the ring, black Tron, black suit, black robe, black lipstick. I would like that a lot. Yeah, it actually sounds amazing to me. That would be a way to reignite the fire under Charlotte Flair. The fire behind Charlotte Flair, the driving force of Charlotte. I would like that a lot. Jade will appear at All In or All Out, I think, says true. Yeah, it would be, I think All Out, but that would be a very good guess. You're right, true. Makes sense. If they were to, have a return soon, it will be either All In or All Out. My money is All Out, but we shall see. Let's see. Jade coming back for what? She can't wrestle, says Run DMG. All right, brother. Okay. And Io Sky and Dakota Kai won carry. We have seen Jade Cargill, by the way, going from green to better. She's now better than ever. She looks great. She looks like a wrestler. You look at her, you know that she's a wrestler, that she's a champion. So she's got that checked off. And she started off pretty green. We've seen her doing absolutely terrible in the ring, then improving, and I feel like it's still a work in progress. Yeah, she's still not, invincible in the ring. She can still botch a little bit, but she is better than ever. That's for certain. And here we are now, the match underway. We got Bianca Belair. By the way, the entrances took like 10 minutes plus, right? I mean, I feel like we saw that Io Sky entrance with the Damage Control like 15 minutes ago. So it took a while for them to give us the first entrance, then the commercial, then the 2 entrances. It took them a while. How long is it? Wow. And with that being said, we're already done with the first hour, almost done with the first hour of the show here. That's crazy. And now Bianca Belair sent over to the turnbuckle. Nice reversal here. And she goes over, running over to Bayley. Bayley in trouble in that corner. Jade would probably be the kick the asses of most of the people in the chat. Yeah, Jade Cargill is a badass. Tough lady, tough lady. We've seen Jade Cargill hanging out with Naomi before, have we not? Yeah, we have. I believe that they attended a basketball match as well, an NBA match, a few months ago together. So I liked what I saw. You know, I would like to see Naomi. I mean, I know that she's with Impact right now, but if she could, I would love to see Naomi with AEW and with Jade Cargill. I mean, it would be a badass team. Naomi, Jade Cargill on TV. It would be great. They would really help each other out. Really would. Nick Khan's version of Britt Baker versus Jade Cargill. Sorry, I could not help myself, says Tony. Yeah, brother, that is, wow, interesting. And here we are now, Charlotte Flair with the Irish whip to Bayley over to the ropes. Bayley with the rebound. Charlotte tosses her down very sloppily, but she does indeed toss her down. And now we are here with Charlotte Flair going after Bayley again, grabbing her by the hair, lifting her up to her feet. Was about to go for the body slam, but Bayley with some resistance gets away, grabs her from her hair, and just smashes her down hard, back first into the mat. And Charlotte now in trouble. And Mustafa says Roman versus Cody versus Damian Priest. Interesting. That's an interesting thought. But Damian could also cash in at WrestleMania. Who knows? Actually, no. I would not want. I like Damian Priest, don't get me wrong, but for Damian Priest to close WrestleMania 40 as a champion, I don't know. Doesn't get me very excited. That idea does not get me very excited. Just I don't think that Damian Priest is also up to that level just yet. He's not. I don't think so. So I probably would not do it. But who knows? Charlotte now looking for a move off the apron, taking out both Io as well as Bayley. That's sweet. Sad part is Jade is the biggest female star in AEW, says Run DMG. Well, she used to be one of the biggest, of course, one of the most important stars in AEW even now. But if you look at the roster, you've got quite a few, right? You've got Jamie Hayter, pretty big now, pretty popular. You got Sky Blue. I mean, who are we kidding? Sky Blue in here. So, you know, let's talk about it. Saraya, you got Ruby. Ruby is not over, but that's that. Of course, you know, these are the names that just come to my mind right off the bat. Yeah, important stars, definitely. I feel like these 4, in my books, are quite important. But, yeah. They're Tia is also with AEW, right? So that's that. Let's see. Stay away, Jade Cargill. There's many other wrestlers they could get. Wow, Andy also here. Agreeing with Ron DMG, says, Jade Cargill, stay away. There are so many others who deserve to be there in her spot. So Andy, also not a Jade Cargill fan. 60-1 Jade Cargill. That's right, too. I wish they would have at least reached like 100, 99, even 69. 60-1? I don't know. That could have been a better number. There are not any matches for Payback yet. So I believe that one match... no, actually, they just announced, guys. I know that nobody watches Main Event, right? Nobody does. There's no reason for anybody to watch Main Event. But WWE sometimes, for some weird reason, decide to make announcements during Main Event, in hopes of people watching, I guess. But they just announced during this episode, the recent episode of Main Event, that Trish Stratus will be fighting Becky Lynch inside a steel cage at Payback. So that is the first official match for the show. Let's see if there are any other matches that have been announced apart from that one. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's it. That's the only one that's officially announced. That's Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch inside a steel cage. That's the only official match announced for Payback just yet. That's right. Let's see. No one is at WrestleMania level right now, including Roman's sister. Well, Roman Reigns is the tribal chief, right? So that's that. Roman Reigns, you know, I don't know. He doesn't need to be on any level. He's like the forever champion. He's never giving up that title. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Tony says, the sad part about Saraya is I still got the Blu-ray of Fighting with My Family. That is so funny. Yeah, that is hilarious. I don't know. How many of you guys have actually watched that film? because I've watched like a few minutes of it, not more than that, because it was never available here. They never, sold DVDs of it, Blu-rays of it. They never actually streamed it over here, not available on Netflix or any other streaming platform. They never released it in theaters over here. So it sucks because that film was just not made available here at all. Again, pirating is an idea that you can go for, but I don't like pirating. I don't like those websites. But let me know if anybody has watched that movie at all. Let me know. And Andy says, Anna J, Tim Mello, the bunny, Penelope Ford. That's right, going on and on, Andy. That's sweet. No, everybody. I love Jade Cargill. She is good. She is hot. I miss her. I love to see Jade winning the AEW title. Wow, Ricky, finally, some love here for Jade Cargill. Speaking of love, we got Charlotte Flair up on the top turnbuckle. Is going to go for the big dive, but Bayley running over to Charlotte, hitting her with an elbow strike, slowing her down before tossing her down to the mat here. Charlotte in trouble. Bayley goes for the cover, but Flair with a kick out. Saturday night main event, says David. Well, Saturday night main event, that's like your live house shows, right? But the main event that I'm talking about is the main event, WWE main event, the program that airs, I believe, on Thursday nights, if I'm not wrong. I don't even know what night it airs, but it airs one night or the other. Yeah, that main event is what I'm talking about. 1 hour show. Let them prove that they are better than Jade. They have to beat us, is true. Yeah, that's right. And W tours Canada a week or so after AEW Wills. Yes, they do. Yes, they are actually going to be touring Canada, and I believe August 19th and 20th as well. They've got some house shows in Canada, which means that this weekend itself, yeah, Saturday, Sunday, yep, they're going to be there. They're going to be in Canada this weekend itself. They're going to be there on Monday as well. So Trish Stratus, by the way, is making her return to the house shows this weekend for the first time since 2006. So after a long while, she is going to be wrestling at a house show once again, making her long-awaited return to the live events. Finally, Trish Stratus is doing it. I did a little Instagram post about that, right? That Trish Stratus is returned to the house show business, and Trish also reposted that post. So that felt great, Every time you get some acknowledgement from somebody like Trish Stratus, it feels great. And here we are now with Charlotte Flair crawling over to Bianca Belair, trying to make the tag. And wait a second. So close, but so far. That's crazy. She was so damn close. That was so close. All right, Io Sky now running over to Charlotte. Big chop across the chest of the lady, and Charlotte is down now. Io Sky is still in control. She literally just got tagged in, and looks like she wants to make the tag back to Bayley. Io Sky, the champion, barely working here tonight. And now looking for the Irish whip on Flair. Flair not with the rebounds. A drop kick to Flair. Flair down. That's crazy. Io now going for the cover on Charlotte. She's so much smaller compared to the lady, right? Io Sky looks tiny in front of Charlotte, but still taking good care of her. Ricky's still cool, however. I'll completely stop watch wrestling if Jade were to win it. That's crazy. Andy says, if Jade wins the AEW title, I'll stop watching wrestling. My brother Andy, don't do that. Don't do that, man. It's too tough on her. I don't love to see Saraya match in AEW. Her matches are not the same like she was in the... Well, with age, we're getting older, some ring rust. Also, I see Saraya more like a part-time wrestler now. Most of the time that I see her, she's mostly talking or spray painting. I don't always see her wrestle. It's very rare. So I consider her more of a part-timer who's on a full-time schedule with her promos and, just showing up, doing her little thing. And Bianca Belair now in control. Big punch to the top of the head of Io. Yeah, Bianca Belair showing her what a champion really means. What it means to be a champion, the hardships, the challenges. Bianca Belair making Bayley and Io's life miserable in the ring right here. I can beat him if I have a chance. I'm tough. Mustafa, overconfidence overflowing. Damn all the tribal chief stuff he has. You're right, true. No, I just love to say it, right? That he's a tribal chief. Yeah. It's he has a tribal chief card, brother. He doesn't have to do anything. He can just sit down and he'd still be the main event of WrestleMania. That's it. And here we are now with Io, with those kicks to Bianca Belair. When they actually announced, when the dirt sheets said that, okay, Roman Reigns was injured at SummerSlam, and I did a post about it, I was expecting for people to be, upset about it. I was expecting people to be concerned about Reigns. But when I did that post about Roman Reigns being injured possibly at SummerSlam, all that I saw in the comment was happiness. People were happy. Everybody writing, oh, finally, he's injured. This is what happens when you barely wrestle. And people were glad that, okay, finally we're going to get a new champion. So it shows you that people are, even with all the tribal chief stuff, aside, people are growing tired of Roman Reigns, and it's quite obvious. It's quite visible. It's not hidden from anybody. You're right. And let's see, Ronnie says, I've seen a Peter's X-ray. Oh, okay. All right, Run DMG. I was talking about fighting with my family, my brother. A family film. And here we are now, Bianca Belair running over to tag Charlotte in. Charlotte on the top turnbuckle, looking for a big one, big dive, taking out both Bayley and Io at the same time. Once again, Charlotte Flair doing it like a Flair, doing it like a queen. Chops, chops, chops across the chest of both Io and Bayley. Body slam here to the champion. Champion going down. And now looking for a clothesline to Bayley. Bayley with a reversal. Charlotte Flair, though, grabs her, lifts her up, and looks for a toss across the ring. Bayley down. Charlotte Flair, woo, she is on fire right now. And Bayley movie was okay, says True. Yep, that's what I heard too, brother. And here we are now. Wow, Charlotte Flair showing some... She's got some moves. I watched, it was okay. They shouldn't add the funny stuff, says Andy. I heard they added a lot of funny stuff in the film, right? Yeah. Io is turning face, full face. You know it, Tony. What the hell is happening in this match? Right now, Charlotte Flair is just on fire. Oh my goodness. Whew. That's crazy. I hope she's okay, because Charlotte seems to be pulling a Bayley on all of us right now. She was just tossed from the top turnbuckle. Bayley pushed her off the top, sent her down to the ringside, and Charlotte then started screaming, holding her knee. So she was trying to pull a Bayley on all of us, but she's not fooling me, especially after what Bayley did at SummerSlam. Nobody's fooling me with that spot. Not Charlotte for sure. And now Bayley rolls her back into the ring, going for the cover, but Charlotte with the kick out right here. She had a spinal injury. Of course she's going to wrestle differently, says True. Yep. Big injury. She has gone through so much of career-threatening stuff, right? Not just injuries, but other than that as well. So much of drama, politics, challenges in her way. She has gone through a lot. Paige, it's no joke. And here we are now. Io getting the fans fired up. She's going to go for the knees. Oh my goodness. She was going to go for a big move to Charlotte. Charlotte just rolls out of the way. Io goes shoulder first into the ring post, and down she goes. And Bayley, looking to take advantage of the distraction, was about to lock in the figure four. Charlotte gets away, tags in Bianca. We got heel versus potential heel. We got Bianca versus Bayley right here. Bianca gets her on the top of her shoulders, knocks her down and out, goes for the cover on Bayley. It's a 1, it's a 2, and it's over, guys. Bianca Belair and Charlotte, they actually not only survive, but they thrive as a team here tonight. And we've got a second talent bleeding here. First, we had LA Knight with some blood coming off his forehead. Now we got Charlotte Flair with some blood coming out of her nose. A sweet match here between Charlotte, Bayley, Bianca, and Io. Sweet match. With that being said, we're now done with the first hour of the show officially. This match went on for about 12 minutes or so. Not bad at all. Not bad. Ashley has a bloody nose. You're right about that. True. Cora Jade is rumored to join Bayley. Is that right? Cora Jade, Bayley. I don't know, guys. I feel like Bayley and the damage control in general is like a Titanic. It seems all nice and sweet right now, but Bayley is gonna sing and she's gonna, just pull in everybody else with her. I don't see Bayley as somebody who's gonna help your career. Of course, Io Sky and the whole thing definitely is like a slap to my face, and it's like a gotcha moment, because I've already said that nobody under Bayley is gonna be successful. But Io Sky is the champion right now, so it's all working out sweet for her. It's good, but adding any more people to damage control, I don't know if it's a good idea. I really don't know. I don't know what the vision is here when it comes to damage control. So for that reason, I don't think that Cora Jade joining Damage Control is going to be a great idea. I just don't know. And here we are now, guys. We're taking a look back at 2011, right? Edge announcing his retirement. I still remember very well. I was actually learning how to drive that very morning because, you know, morning for me is when these shows happen. And I was learning how to drive, and then I got a notification on my phone. I opened a very old-looking WWE.com page. It was a very different website back in the day. And it had a big news saying that Edge had retired. It was crazy. Was not expecting that. It's a crazy movement, crazy night. Let's see. Shotzi will probably pop up, sister. That's right. She's been gone for a while. Yeah. We have not seen Shotzi in some time now. You're right. Her hair's gonna grow back if she doesn't appear on TV soon, right? She's been gone for a while. You're right. We haven't seen her at least in 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong, right? Or a week. It's crazy. Charlotte and Belair would probably be real tag team champions. I would not mind that at all, brother. Still to come, Edge versus Sheamus, the main event of the night. This tag team is cringe, sister. Didn't they continue the story for Bianca and Charlotte? Well, with that being said, speaking of tag teams, guys, who wants to smoke? Because coming out here, the Street Profits. And they come out, what are they wearing? Let's see. Oh, they were in the regular Street Profits attire tonight. They got the regular red cups, they got the Tron, they got the music. It all seems very regular for the Street Profits so far. Interesting. All right. All right, let's see what's going to be happening. Street Profits on their way out now. No sighting of Bobby Lashley just yet. They're going to be fighting the OC. So definitely we're going to be seeing something happening in this match after the commercial break. Another commercial break, guys. Another one. That's right. And let's see what else do we have here. True says, Io might not be the champion long if they keep booking crap like this. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing to put her over as the champion? She just, won the championship, and now you're already having her lose tag team matches? Okay, so what are you doing for her as an individual, as a talent, as a unique act? What are you doing for her, apart from the whole Damage Control stuff? How are you helping her as a champion? Same with Rhea Ripley. She's a champion too, but what does she do in her own individual solo journey as a champion? We don't see much from her. We really don't. It's cool. I guess they're happy because the title is in a very secure spot. The title is with somebody who's very over right now, so already is in a good place, and I feel like that's their safe place. They like to keep the titles that they don't much care about in safe places, and I feel with Rhea Ripley it's with a safe place. Now with Io Sky, I believe it's in a safe place where people are not going to complain about the booking of the title because it's with the right person. And for the longest time, it was also in the safe place with the Usos. They did not have to worry about the tag team titles at all because it was with the right people, the Usos. So if they don't know what to do with the title, they just give it to the right person, and that's about it. They forget about it. I think that's what they do now. It's sad. And let's see, I want Cora Jade just be her with herself, says Andy. Me too. I think that Cora Jade has so much personality that putting her in a faction like the Damage Control is going to be like putting a cap on her, limiting her. Don't do it. Let her go out there and do her thing because she is unique in her own way. She reminds me a lot of AJ Lee. She reminds me a little bit of Saraya too when she was younger. Really, I feel like Cora Jade is a star and could be a massive one, only if booked right and not, it's not going to happen with the faction. She does not need any limit on herself. She does not. And Ron even says, Io is just a transitional champion. There you are. Ron DMG is sold on the idea that Io is just here for some transition, and that's about it. Angle with the gray facial hair. Yes, I did see that. Yep. Let's take a look, actually. Kurt Angle. He did recently post some images on Instagram, right? I saw that too. Spending time with the kids and whatnot before he goes back on the road. Apparently, he's going to be doing some signings and stuff, so that's that. But let's take a look at that. Here we are. It's Kurt Angle.
Former WWE and TNA superstar, and I dabbled in movies. Now I'm going to be here on TikTok talking about my diet, my workouts, my podcasts, things that are near and dear to me. I want you guys to follow and enjoy the ride.
Oh, the timing was perfect. The timing, the kid came in from behind. His kid came in from behind with the ride. That is hilarious.
I'm a six-time national champion, world champion, Olympic gold medalist, former WWE and TNA superstar, and I dabbled in movies. Now I'm going to be here on TikTok talking about my diet, my workouts, my podcasts, things that are near and dear to me. I want you guys to follow and enjoy the ride. You done? Good.
That's cool. Kurt Angle being Kurt Angle. Yeah, that's right. But with the gray facial hair. Again, gray facial hair, I don't know why it can be a subject of controversy. Like Keith Lee with the gray facial hair was always a hot topic. It just shows that, you're a wise man. It just shows that you've got years of experience and maturity behind you. It's not a bad thing at all. Gray facial hair should be encouraged more, I believe. You don't have to feel peer pressured into dyeing your hair black. Just rock your maturity, just rock your experience and your wisdom. It's alright, it's cool. And here we are now, Bianca Belair being attacked ruthlessly by Damage Control. Dakota Kai, of course, staying away from all the action because she cannot get involved. Yep. That's crazy. Yeah, Bianca Belair's not fooling me with that scream again. I'm not falling for it, Bianca. I'm not. Especially after SummerSlam. I'm not falling for any of her screams at all. Anytime that she screams, I know that she's faking it. True says Damage Control getting their heat back. It seems like it. They went after that bad knee of Bianca. She's hurt. She's screaming. We shall see what happens next for these people. And Tony says Damage Control are the real... yeah, they don't even need a spray paint to prove that, right? But here we are. OC coming out now. It still blows me away that they brought in this lady just for the optics, I guess, right? They haven't used her more beyond that. Mia Yim was brought in just to make entrances, and that's about it. She does not even cut promos, guys. Literally just comes in for the entrances, and that's about it. Doesn't wrestle, doesn't really cut promos, doesn't talk. She does the walk, just does the walk. That's about it. They brought Mia Yim for the same reason they brought in Scarlett with Karrion, just for the optics and nothing else. It's crazy. And the sad part is that she can do so much, right? She can actually go out and wrestle amazingly, but still, just for the optics. And True is right, nobody cares about the OC, and that's a very sad reality, but it is a reality. Nobody cares, especially I don't. I tried to care, at one point when OC was still new. I did try to care about the OC because they were a big thing with AJ Styles, when they were just getting started. I was like, oh, this is cool. But, now, I can't. I just can't. You can't. By the way, Chris is here. Chris, good to see you. Chris says, you can beat Damage Control, but Damage Control will make you pay. Yes, right. Mia Yim should get way more success than what she's... I remember her little stint with Impact Wrestling. She was popping. She was doing great with Impact. But of course, she jumped ship to the WWE, and, we know how it's going down here. And with that being said, Montez Ford in trouble right now. Okay. Carl Anderson in control. Surprise, Tony Khan did not sign Angle. So an offer was made apparently, or Angle did mention it on the podcast if I'm not wrong. And let's see. I mean, Angle probably did not want to do it. Probably wanted to stay with the WWE. Probably the money wasn't right. Was asking for more money. Whatever the reason might have been. But when I was talking to Angle, Angle did say that he was taking classes, for acting. He said that he wants to be an actor. He wants to explore the Hollywood side of the industry. So he was taking classes at that time. And even when we saw that little video of him promoting his TikTok, he mentioned that he's an actor first before he mentioned that he's a wrestler. So it shows you that he's definitely inclined towards that area, that industry now. He wants to transition into Hollywood. It's very evident. So maybe that's why he does not want to be with AEW, because he doesn't want to commit to anything long term, because he really wants to make it into Hollywood. So we shall see if that's successful. And here we are. Montez Ford goes flying down. And wow, Luke Gallows coming in here, breaking up the cover. Gallows with a uppercut here to Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins throwing him off the ring. Tag being made. Angelo Dawkins on the ring here against... oh my god, my goodness, wait a second. We got Renegade in the house. Renegade, it's been a while, my man. Great to see ya. Welcome, hope you're doing well, Renegade. Great to see ya. Lovely to see ya. And here we are now, Carl Anderson with the spine buster to Montez Ford. Montez rolling out of the ring right here. Tag being made to the one and only Luke Gallows. Gallows running up behind Angelo Dawkins. There's no way that the OC are going to beat the Street Profits, right? No way in hell. But Gallows going to go for the cover on... oh my gosh, Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins kicks out. Mia Yim looks a little bit worried as she stands ringside, worried for the OC. And now a double T move on Angelo Dawkins. Wow, Angelo with the beautiful reversal takes down Gallows, takes down Anderson, kick to the side of the head of Gallows. Montez Ford coming in here, big clothesline, knocking him off the ring, sending him straight to the ringside area. And now Montez flying down on Gallows here. Gallows is done for. Angelo Dawkins throwing Carl Anderson over to the ropes. Anderson with the rebounds and a drop kick to Angelo. Knee to the face. Angelo dazed, dizzy. Irish whip once again to Carl Anderson. And a double T move. Beautiful spine buster. Montez going for the cover on Anderson. It's a 1, 2, and a 3. With that being said, the Street Profits, a very quick match, but quite energetic, quite sweet. I liked it. Yeah, OC winning would have been a disaster. Glad that they did not get the victory. But the Street Profits, they make it. They do it. That's right. It's sweet. And Renegade says, finally finished my dual laptop set. That's beautiful, brother. What laptops are you using, Renegade? I know it's been a while, right? You mentioned that you were going to get some new laptops. That's fantastic. I hope you are enjoying the new setup, brother. That's awesome. And here we are now, taking a look back at what happened, the match between the Street Profits and the OC. Very cool match. I actually enjoyed it. It was very short, but the moves were great. They really went out and delivered tonight. That was sweet. And now we've got the almighty Lashley coming out, and Angelo looks happy. There you go. Wow. Okay, let's see what's going to be happening now. True says, you can catch up with the comments now, AJ. True, it's, oh my goodness. I see them now. Crazy. When did these comments even scroll down all the way down? I don't even know. I thought that nobody commented anything. I totally missed those comments. The YouTube just scrolled them all down, and I thought, okay, nobody commented anything. Thanks for that, True. Thanks for mentioning that. But Paul Heyman in the back. Okay, cool. I thought they were going to give us another video package with the bloodline and all that's happened over the past 2 years. But no, Paul Heyman is going to be addressing us next. That's sweet. And Tony says the Hurt Profits, that's right. AJ Karen Jarrett looked hot on Dynamite, says Andy. Well, not hot enough for Ricky, Andy. I'm just kidding. But that's sweet. Yeah. You cannot help but mention Karen whenever you look at Kurt Angle. Yeah, I know that, Andy. And let's see, you want them to wrestle in suits? True says, you want them to wrestle in suits? I mean, why not? If Baron Corbin could do it, why can't they not do it? I'm just kidding. Nobody wants anybody to wrestle in suits. Look at how it worked out for Baron Corbin. Not too well. Not too well. No, nobody should be wrestling in suits. That's right. The OC Jobbers. That's right. True. Philadelphia is a statue of a movie character, but not of Joe Franzi, the real champion of Philly. So disrespectful. That's the world that we live in for you, brother. That's how it is. That's really how it is. Bayley needs to stop losing, says Chris. Yeah. I tell you what, guys. I liked Bayley when she was like the baby face. She was happy and she had the balloons and everything flying in. I thought she was a unique act. When she turned bad, I was like, well, that's another lady on the list of bad ladies, badass women on the list, I mean, there are so many of them. When she was different, she was a unique act and I liked her. But ever since she turned into another badass woman, I was like, all right, that's another generic gimmick for you. So ever since then, I haven't been very excited about Bayley. I don't care if she loses or wins. I just don't get excited about Bayley at all. But yeah, that's right, Chris. She needs to stop losing, I guess. Surprise, Tony Khan did not sign Angle. Once again, at Running TV talked about it. That's right. How do you like them apples, Saraya? Tony, I see ya with the apples. Keith Lee, what happened to the bum? I thought Vince was holding him back. Well, what's happening? It's been we usually see him on Rampage, right? And I believe it's been about 3 weeks or 2 weeks since I've seen Keith Lee wrestling at all. Yeah. Let's see. Disrespectful is true. I'm not sure what that was about. Okay, yeah. Let's see what else do we have here. We got. I'm not blaming the game. I'm blaming the chairman, says Tony. I see that Bobby's gonna rip that suit. You know it. But Bobby Lashley, Street Profits. Let's see what's next for them. I wonder if Street Profits are gonna get like a new Tron, a new entrance music, because I think it would be nice if they do get something new, right, for the Hurt Business. It's about time. It's about time. Let's see. Paul Heyman gravy train is about to run dry, says Gary. Paul Heyman, the wannabe Jim Cornette. I wonder if he'll ever be Jim Cornette. I wonder if one day Paul Heyman will actually have a podcast. It will be weird, you know, because we're so used to seeing this guy keeping kayfabe alive, right? He sticks to the script. He keeps it real. Doesn't really go. He doesn't really open up the industry to the fans per se. I feel like he keeps it real. So I don't know, for him to turn to a Jim Cornette and open a podcast and tell us about all the stories and stuff from behind the scenes, unfiltered. It will be interesting. He's got a lot of stories. Sometimes he does share those stories, like on Inside the Ropes or a few interviews here and there. But for him to do it every single week on a podcast or something would be crazy. And he's got a lot of stories, I'm sure. So we'll see. Let's see. If he does open a podcast, probably, will be the most listened to podcast in the industry, because he's got so much of experience in the industry, so much of stories to share. He definitely would make for one of the best podcasts if he were to open one, that is. Karen covered in movie blood says true. There you are. And Gary says, Andy, he wishes he could be Jim Cornette. Wow. But Jim Cornette has got a massive following. He's got a lot of critics. A lot of people don't like Jim Cornette. But the people who love Jim Cornette, they'll love him to death. They love Jim Cornette. I know one such person who just, who laughs at everything Jim Cornette does, who absolutely adores him. I think he even sends him donations or stuff. People who love Jim Cornette, it's a cult. They love Jim Cornette. That's right. Heyman is far better than Cornette's crotchy ass. Is true, all right? Okay, I like the term of Swerve and AR Fox. Yep, Swerve is doing well on AEW, without a doubt, brother. Jim Cornette was a classy manager, says Andy. Yep, that's true. That's true. That's true. Let's see, Becky and Bianca on yes. Who plays Fortnite anymore? Does anybody here play Fortnite? I tried it once, I'm not gonna lie. Last year, it was the first time ever that I actually tried Fortnite. In a few minutes into the game, and I figured out that I'm too old for the game. I just was too slow, and the people that I was apparently playing with online, they were just far too good. I just sucked at the game, so I just gave up. I uninstalled the game like within 5 minutes. I just did not fit in. But let me know if anybody else here plays Fortnite. Jim Cornette, classy manager, says Andy. Yep, that's right. Gotta have MVP to be the Hurt Business. Now, I feel like, keep him away. I feel like MVP has done it all. He's really did well for the Hurt Business. But now, it's time to stick to Omos. And do your thing with Omos. You chose that path to stay with Omos, to stick with him, I feel. MVP does not need to be the Hurt Business anymore. It should be Lashley who should be leading it now, I feel. But let's see. Never play This Is True. Andy says, now don't play those games. Yeah, I'm on the same page, I guess. And here we are. Roman Reigns. Let's drink some water, by the way, guys. By the way, we are missing somebody here tonight. We're missing Andrew Nautic. Nautic's not here. I was wondering. We're missing somebody. We're missing Nautic here tonight, right? Nautic's not here. I hope he's doing well. The last that I heard from him, he was at the beach celebrating his anniversary, so he's probably doing just that. I think we are far too naive, or I'm far too naive. When they said that we were going to come back for the commercial break and we were going to talk about the bloodline stuff, I thought, okay, maybe we were going to go straight to Paul Heyman. But no, of course, they had to give us some video package, some progressive video package commercials. All right, here we are now with Paul Heyman. Let's see what he wants to say. Finally, Paul and Kayla Braxton together. It's been a while. It's good to see the team together back again. By the way, BK Hizu has just hit the subscribe button. Good to see ya. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well and hope you're enjoying the show so far. Welcome. Welcome.
Listen, I've been hearing a lot of rumors backstage.
Rumors. You are going to come to me about rumors about Roman Reigns' cousin Jey Uso. Those rumors. Jey Uso who abandoned the WWE Universe. Jey Uso who quit. Jey Uso who quit SmackDown. Jey Uso who quit WWE.
How's your mom? What the hell? What is happening here? Kayla's not having it, right? She is not having it. Thank you, Paul Heyman. Finally, somebody here talking about the 25-year celebration of Edge. Finally. But Kayla's looking good. I'm surprised I haven't seen some big old eyes here for Kayla Braxton. She's looking good here tonight. Yep. Yeah, me neither, Gary. Me neither. Wonder what's happening.
You care to share with the rest of us?
Roman Reigns is gonna be here next week. Okay. Next week. Next week. Next week. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Should he not be here tonight as well? I mean, it's still SmackDown. It's still a work day for him. But okay. Next week. So first we used to, build all of this anticipation up for the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and he's going to be here live next week. But now we're going to be doing the same build-up kind of stuff for guys like Jimmy Uso, that next week Jimmy Uso is going to be here live. Okay, guys. All right. Okay, so next week Jimmy Uso is going to be here live. So that's that. Yep. This is the world that we live in, guys. It's true. This is indeed the world that we live in. All right, with that being said, guys, time is here for Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, as he is making his way out. That's right. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus is here. Fella, get ready for the one. Sheamus looking good as he comes out here. Gary says, I don't buy into Jey Uso playing the WWE. I agree with that. He's going to come back, without a doubt. Anil says, MVP did justice to the Hurt Business. And Lashley loves MVP. I remember I was in a press conference for SummerSlam of 2022 or 2021. I can't recall. I believe 2021. And somebody asked Lashley, if he would like Paul Heyman to manage him. To which Lashley said, sure, but he said MVP has done a great job with him, and he enjoys being with MVP, and MVP is a great manager, so he says he really is enjoying his current stint with MVP, so why Paul Heyman? So, I mean, you can tell that Lashley's got a lot of love and respect for MVP. He did a great job here for for the for the Hurt Business, as you said. But his time is over now, and he has to concentrate on Omos, because Omos is a sinking ship. So, you know, he needs some saving, without a doubt. But you're right, Tony. It is time for the main event indeed. And AJ, do you see Sheamus turning heel? I don't, Andy. I feel like tonight's match, the main event, is going to be a friendly one. I don't see a heel turn just yet, just tonight. And speaking of heel turns, do we expect anything at all from these guys, Ridge Holland and Butch? Do we expect anything at all from them? Because Brawling Brutes is cool, but we don't see any personality at all in Ridge Holland and Butch. There's no personality in them at all. And you know, Butch used to be that angry guy earlier. Now that gimmick is with Kevin Owens, so now we even see less of that anger or aggression in Butch. There is no personality in the Brawling Brutes. The only guy who shines out and stands out as a star in the entire faction is Sheamus, and Sheamus alone. Nobody else does. So Brawling Brutes is no better than, you know, Damage Control when it comes to that. Damage Control, we still see some personality, but Brawling Brutes is like one faction, and that's it. I guess there's nothing happening for any of the guys. I mean, Sheamus, sure, he's the star, but Ridge and Butch, they're still at the same stage, still with the same kind of momentum, and still with the same kind of fan base that they were here with a year ago. It hasn't grown. They haven't really developed into bigger stars, you know. I don't think so. But let's see, what else do we have here? We got Truce. Probably less than 15 minutes of actual wrestling. I agree with that. You know, we just got to a commercial here. We'll come back. We'll get Edge coming out. I don't know. There's probably going to be another video packet or something. And yeah, there's going to be lots of shenanigans. I'm pretty sure about that. More commercials. Probably going to be 15, 16 minutes match. You're right about that, brother. MVP become manager. I like to see Omos win the title, says Mustafa. First, he needs a new outfit. The singlet is not working. He needs something new, I think. But Kayla Braxton likes to be nosy. Chris, you're right. Kayla does like to be nosy, but Paul Heyman knows how to shut her up. Started bringing up her mother, her dad, the dad-daughter date, the cousins. Yeah, he definitely knows how to shut up the journalists, right? MVP already a manager, been one for a while, so it's true, yep. And Lashley loves him as a manager. He respects him. Ricky 13 likes, that's sweet. I'm gonna watch Rampage tonight because Sky Blue won. Yeah, I'm watching Rampage for Sky Blue too. That's it. It's gonna be good. It's Vince's way of thinking, says Andy. Yeah, that's right. With that being said, guys, still on the commercial break. Let's see what else do we have coming up. Actually, let's take a look at the Rampage match card tonight. What do we have in store? Let's take a look. So we are here. The match card for tonight. Alright, so here we are. We got Rey Fenix versus Komander. We got the ROH Tag Team Champions, Aussie Open, versus Zay and Ethan Page in a non-title match. Sammy G versus John Cruz, and Tony and Ruby versus Hikaru Shida and Sky Blue. You kidding me? Sky Blue here, main eventing the show. I'm totally in for it. I am in for Rampage. It's gonna be good. All right, let's see. It's Vince's way of thinking. My all-time favorite matcher is two guys, JJ Dillon and Paul Ellering. Without a doubt, brother. Great names out there. And how about Gunther versus? Actually, I would not mind that at all. I would not. Why not? Why not? Why not? I say. Let's try it. I mean, we've tried some big matches with Omos, right? We've tried. Even Brock Lesnar versus Omos, it did not really do him any favors, right? Even Brock could not get him over. So let's try Gunther too. Why not? Why not? Rey versus Grayson Waller is scheduled to take place next week. That's usually how Grayson Waller Effect goes down. You know, you appear on the show once as a guest, and that turns into a fight. So that's that. Sheamus in the ring here. We're waiting for Edge to come out. Wow, the anticipation, the hype for Edge. Come on, let's go. And here he is, Edge, the rated R superstar, is indeed here, guys. He is here, 25 years, and he's popping. He's loving the pop. There you go. What a hometown ovation for the rated R superstar, Edge. He's a real smoke show, too. I mean, let's just say that. The real smoke show. Wow, what a pop for the hometown hero. Dakota Kai could be Damage, could be the manager. Seems like that's the shoes that she's filling in as a manager of Damage Control. Indeed, brother. And here we are now with Edge making his way out. You got all the fans here jamming to the song, cheering him on. Got all the hands up, acknowledging the real tribal chief of SmackDown tonight. Edge is in the house. Love it. Love it. Don't forget about the Impact Multiverse show on Sunday, AJ. That's right, true. Definitely not. We're going to be watching it too. And let's see. Thank you for the reminder, my brother, true. His family also there ringside for Edge. That's Beth Phoenix. Wow. She looks a lot different than what we saw her a few months ago. You know, with the hairstyle and with the mohawk and whatnot. Yeah. Cool. Cool to see his kids, his wife here ringside for him. It's awesome. 25 years. 25 years is crazy. A quarter of a century. I got a feeling that somebody from Edge's past is going to pop. I wish it were John Cena, but it's not going to be John Cena. Honestly, I would not mind somebody like Randy Orton popping up and just taking him down. Or Kurt Angle pop. It's little chance that Kurt Angle pops up, especially after, you know, the video that we saw him promoting his TikTok. Doesn't look like Kurt Angle's going to pop up, but I would like to see Randy Orton. Christian would have been amazing, but of course Christian's not going to be happening. Anybody else? Any other names that you guys can think of? Let me know. She's in mommy mode. You're right, true. That's like the perfect way to put it out there. Mommy mode. She's got the glasses. She's got the jacket. She's got the hair done well. Yeah, she's in mommy mode indeed. I think Dakota Kai could return in the ring in-ring action by Royal Rumble. Yeah, she said she's far from, you know, in-ring action just yet, but at least they're using her as a manager, so that's sweet. Royal Rumble could be it. Could be, it's likely. And here we are now with Edge and Sheamus. They shake hands. It's been a while since we've seen a friendly match actually main eventing a show. It's definitely been a while, and this should be an interesting one. Let's see if it's going to be as friendly as time goes on. And they lock horns here, guys. They lock horns. Once again, I would like to thank everybody for joining me. It's been a great watch-along here for SmackDown thus far. Really have had a great time watching the shows. And Sheamus versus Edge taking place right now. Let's see. They're circling around the ring. Locking horns again. Sheamus goes for the arm here. He's twisting up the arm of Edge. Grabs him by the head. Headlock here. Edge throwing him to the ropes here. Rebounds and a shoulder strike. Edge goes down. Sheamus right now standing tall. Little chance of Orton popping up. He's not even close to being ready. Yeah, that's right. It's just my, I would say, fantasy, my imagination. I want to see Orton in a feud with either Edge or John Cena. I have loved Orton in his feuds against the two, so I'd like to see it reignited in some capacity, especially Orton and Cena. That would be a dream come true for me. Really would be. A lot of people hated Orton and Cena feuding because they just kept going back and forth forever, but I want to see it one more time. It was a great feud. It's a great one. Orton's rumored to save... Wait a second. Andy says Orton is rumored to save Edge tonight. Now, that's crazy. That's crazy. But it's also sweet. I mean, if Orton is going to do it, if he's going to do it, it's big if, it means that he's going to most likely be on SmackDown. It's great because if Orton's on SmackDown, he's not going to join forces with Riddle, who's on Raw. So I'm all in for it. Let's see, though. I love Nick Aldis. Ricky says he'd love to see Nick Aldis winning the Royal Rumble this year, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Nick Aldis is still working as a producer. Not sure when is he going to get cleared, if he's going to get cleared at all, but he's working as a producer of the company. With little to no introduction here, you know, from the WWE for Nick Aldis, people still don't know who that is. I mean, I'm talking about the thousands of casual fans who don't watch any of the wrestling but WWE. They probably have no idea who Aldis is, so WWE needs to introduce him well and everything. So for him to just win the Royal Rumble, with the event being just a few months away from now, I don't know if there's enough time for the company to introduce him and to put him out there and put the big spotlight on him and have him win the Rumble. I think it's going to be most likely Cody Rhodes or somebody else winning the whole thing, but let's see. Let me know what you guys think about it. Cena versus Orton should have never happened again. Dragged on. My brother, true. You're like, those are like arrows straight to my head. You're striking some big arrows to my head, to my heart, I'm sorry. I loved Orton and Cena, and people did not like the whole feud because it was dragged too much, but you know, as a kid, I guess I loved Orton and Cena, the whole rivalry. I still remember, guys, it's like one of those moments that make you cry, right? I still remember when Cena was fired from the WWE, when he was forced to quit the company because he lost to, I believe, Wade Barrett in a career versus career match, and Cena had to quit, and you had all these stars lined up, you know, backstage, just giving Cena an ovation as he was headed to the back, as he was leaving to the building, and Orton actually hugged Cena, and that moment just made me cry. Two rivals in hard times here, just, you know, making amends and becoming friends again. It's crazy. As a kid, I was such a mark. To think about it now, I was such a mark as a kid. That's so funny. He was gone for a week. Yeah, he was gone. I missed him a lot during the week. True, I missed him a lot. I cried. I was shook. You know, when I saw all those stars lined up, I was like, that's it. He really is gone. You know, I was such a mark as a kid. God damn it. Now that I think about it, I feel embarrassed. I probably should not be even sharing all these stories with you guys, but, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I was such a mark. Watch-alongs with me as a kid would have been something different, guys. Probably should have started doing the watch-alongs like 10 years ago. Yeah, or has it been more than 10 years? It's been more than 10 years. It's been... let's not even count. I'm going to feel super old if I start counting. But let's see. SmackDown has been 9 out of 10 besides Damage Control losing. Chris here, really impressed with SmackDown tonight. Well, I would say I was not a fan of Grayson Waller opening the show, so I'll take some points off for that. Damage Control match was average. Street Profits was pretty damn good. This match here should be good. I'm going to give SmackDown so far, I mean, let's see what, you know, is going to happen tonight. I'm going to give it a 6.1 or 0.2 so far, but let me know what you guys think. Tony Khan on the phone. Hey Nick, now that Edge is retiring, can we borrow him? My crew are gonna go to Wembley Stadium and I have his tickets with his name. Well, that was so funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, that is hilarious. You know, guys, it's so... I don't even know what to say. Basically, we exchanged some emails, AEW and myself, over the past week or so, this week itself, right, earlier this week. We exchanged some emails, and, you know, we're going to be doing some interviews in the future. It's so stupid because, like, my visa just got approved. I'm going to get my passport with the visa stamped on it in like a week. Only if it would have happened earlier, I would have flown down to the UK for this show as media. But because I'm literally getting my passport in a week, which is not enough time for me to get the visa and fly to the UK, for that reason, cannot do it. But, you know, it sucks. Only if it was a week earlier would have done it, and we would have flown down there. It was out there, but what can we do? I guess timing was not right, so there will be a better time and a better place to do it. And anyways, here we are, guys. Both men still down. I remember Kofi boom drop Orton. Oh yeah, brother. I remember that too. All that stuff was great with Kofi Kingston. I think it was in the crowd, right? Kofi Kingston, Orton, they were fighting in the crowd, and they had the table stacked up somewhere in there, and he boom dropped him to the table. I remember that very well. Yes, I remember that. That was a sweet feud. Kofi Kingston just painting his car red. It was the car that was gifted to him by the Legacy, and Kofi just absolutely destroyed it. It was so funny. Great times, brother. Great times. AJ hearing Camille, she's the long-reigning NWA champion, 800 days, and she's a forever champion too. Much like Roman Reigns, Camille is never dropping the title. You're right. And it's all good, AJ. That just means how much you love wrestling. Yep, brother, that's right. Man. As a kid, I used to scribble my school desk the desk at my school. I used to scribble them up with, you know, the pen and the whitener, writing HLR, hustle, loyalty, respect, painting John Cena's face all over the place. Yeah, such a mark. But here we are now. Sheamus getting Edge over there on the apron. He's got him where he wants him. He's got to go for this big... Oh my goodness. He was gonna go for them big blows to the chest, but Edge grabs his arm now with those few punches to the head of Sheamus. Sheamus in trouble. Edge going for the big ones. There you are. Wow. Not many people have been able to reverse, that move here from Sheamus. And I believe Edge wants to give him a taste of his own medicine, sort of. He's got Sheamus, his arm wrapped up here in the ropes. He goes for those big kicks here, big knee strikes to the chest, and Sheamus is down now. He's on the other side of the apron. I believe Edge is looking for a spear. That's right, I thought so. A spear to Sheamus as he was standing on the apron. Both men are now down on the ringside. And Beth Phoenix actually over there with a big smile on her face. She is loving to seeing her husband dominating the match. With that being said, we are back on a commercial break, guys. Back on the commercial break indeed. And AJ, everybody has been a mark at one point in the wrestling live. That's right, Gary. Thank you for that. You called me a mark like 2 weeks ago when we were watching SummerSlam. I still have not forgotten you for that, or forgiven you for that, Gary. Just kidding. You're awesome. All right, Ricky says, so far I give SmackDown an 8 out of 10. All right, Ricky. SmackDown is way better than NXT and trash. Oh my goodness, Ricky. Still calling Dynamite trash. Ricky, you can tell how upset he was this past Wednesday night. I see ya. And this is exactly, Gary, thank you, my brothers, for the love and for the support. Chris says, lost by Damage Control, set up the backstage segment. Yep. Just like you said, Chris, Damage Control will take a loss, but they will not take it well. They will get back at you, before the night's over. That's for certain. With that being said, commercial break again. We got about 12 minutes left before the show's going to be going off the air. So that's that. Again, Rampage should be good. We've got an hour of Rampage coming up straight after SmackDown, so that should be good. Let's see. What else do we have here?
In this family, it's the scientists versus the artists. Sammy's on my team, takes after me.
Watching some commercial for a new Steven Spielberg film coming up. Oh, The Fabelmans. The Fabelmans. That's not a new film. It's streaming now, I believe. Okay, The Fabelmans. All right, check it out. Written by Steven Spielberg. Should be a good film then. Directed and written by Steven Spielberg. Should be a good film. We'll check it out. Let's see. And Andy says, when Orange Cassidy wins on any on any show, it's very bad for business. All right, Andy here, also with Ricky, agreeing that it was not a good show. All right, guys, I hear you. Let's see. With WWE coming to India in just a few weeks now, I wonder if they have started selling their merchandise over here. Let's take a look. So if I go to WWE Shop, www.shop.in, which is supposed to be their shop in India, still there's no still no merchandise over here. That's terrible. Wait, what? You don't have permission. Wait a second. What's happening here? Did they block access? Wait a second. Did they block? Guys, open www.shop.com wherever you are right now, because what the hell? They just blocked my access to the WWE shop, or is it for everybody? Is the server down right now? What the hell just happened? I just casually opened www.shop.com. It's not opening, guys. What the hell is happening here? I cannot open www.shop.com. Somebody look it up. Somebody try opening up the website, because I cannot open it. What is happening? What is happening here? I am so confused. What is happening? I'm still trying to open it, guys. I cannot. Wow. Is the website down for everybody? Let me know in the comments, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, still cannot open it up, but I'm looking it up right now. Thanks for that, Andy. Look it up, WWEshop.com. Let me know if it works for you or not. And I think right up to AEW President Tony Khan is happy for Cody's success. He had some very kind words. I see we're still front today. Obviously, much respect for him, and it's good. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, business aside, you know, they were friends, and it's good to see them that they've maintained that healthy relationship of friends. That's great. Worked for me, even though we'll never spend any penny with WWE. So it's not working for me. That's crazy. My brother Nautic. We were just mentioning you like a few minutes ago. My brother Nautic. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Are you back from the beach? Good to see you, Andrew. So good to see you. That's right, live in the studio. And, you know, every time that I'm here and you're not, I miss you. Good to see you, Andrew. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, it's crazy. So apparently, what they have done here is that they have denied access to WWE Shop over here in this country, because they've done that in the past as well for other WWE project. If you look it up on Twitter, you cannot watch any of the WWE videos that they post on Twitter over here because of content restrictions in other countries, I believe. So yeah, WWE is a mess. It's hard to consume their content or their products over here. Even though it's the biggest market, apparently, it's still hard to consume their content, sadly. Anyways, Edge has got to go for the superplex on Sheamus, and he does it so beautifully. Good stuff. Edge still got it. You see it right here. It's just your area. It seems like it, Andy. Been a very long day. Thought I would stop in and say hi, my brother, or not. You take care and rest well, brother. Get some rest. It's Friday night already. You know, Saturday, Sunday. I hope you get some good rest during the weekend. It might have crashed, probably lots of people just tuning in to buy some merchandise. Still interesting to see that. Yeah. So I don't think it's crashed, guys. I really don't think that it's crashed, because I think it's intentional. Maybe they're building up a website, an Indian store for India itself. Maybe they're making a whole new WWE.com, shop.com for India only. Because if I'm even going to, let's say, Fanatics, right? That's like their merchandise partner. Still doesn't open up. So obviously there's something going on here. Possibly they are rebuilding the website for India, or they want the Indian traffic to direct to a different website. So that could be something in the works. We shall see. But here we are right now. Edge going after Sheamus. Big blows over and over again. Sheamus in trouble. And Sheamus now with an elbow strike here to Edge. Edge in trouble as he sits on the top turnbuckle. My brother AC Hammer here. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. He says this match is lackluster right now. Edge's last match should be a TLC tag match with the Dudleys and Hardys. Yeah, it would be a dream, but, you know, to see the Dudleys wrestling again on the same page and to watch Hardys actually having a match with Edge, most likely Christian too, you know, it's hard. It's like a dream scenario. Not going to happen, it seems, but, you know, that's that. They definitely saved the best match for the last, says Gary. Absolutely, brother, without a doubt. Once again, good to see you, everybody, and good to see you, AC Hammer. Let's see. Love that. Hello, Andy. Everybody's doing well. Good to see you, Andrew, as always. Once again, as we see here. And both men are down. Both Sheamus and Edge are down. Beth Phoenix, just like True said, she's in mommy mode. She's in mommy mode, and she's watching this match not as a wrestler herself, but as a wife and as a mother. And you can see it in her reactions. She is definitely concerned for the safety of her husband here tonight. And now Sheamus finally getting back at Edge with those big blows to the chest. He might have reversed that early on, but tonight, right now, there is no reversing that. Edge is on the receiving end of those big blows here to the chest. Sheamus is not taking it easy on the Rated R superstar. Edge throwing that bird here to Sheamus, by the way, guys. Middle finger to Sheamus, and Sheamus is enraged. Once again, he gets Edge where he wants him, right on the apron, on those ropes, and goes for those big blows. I can't even count, but those are some big and heavy blows, and there's a lot of them, lots of them. Devon Cantor, that's right. That's why it's a dream case scenario. It's a match that you can possibly play on 2K23 or Fight Forever, but not in reality. 3D reuniting, that's right, Andy. They are finally, so they went through a bit of a drama in their relationship as friends, as brothers. Yeah, there was a point where they stopped talking. There was absolutely no contact apparently between the two, but now finally they're on the same page again. And Impact 1000, they will be reuniting, so that's pretty massive. That's pretty sweet. We're going to be doing some interviews as well for Emergence and Impact 1000, so those interviews are going to be coming up. Let me know if you guys have any particular wrestler in mind that you would like for me to interview before Impact 1000. And somebody who's like, you know, full-time under contract with Impact, that is. Let me know, guys. That's right, so close, Tony, indeed, brother. And Sheamus now going for the big boot straight to the face. Going for the cover. It's a 1, it's a 2, and a kick out. Once again, so close. Really close. And just like I said, just like True said as well, Beth Phoenix tonight is here on mommy mode. She's got the tears in her eyes. She's super concerned about Edge, as that was a very close fall again. 16 likes. Sweet 16, Ricky. I love that. The machine gun. Wait. Wow, I see. The machine. You'd like for me to interview the machine guns. That would be sweet. Thank you for that. I'll write that down. Fandango. Is Fandango full-time with Impact? What is the status like? Let's see. He is under full-time contract. I can definitely try for that too. Thanks for that, Run DMG. Appreciate that, my brother. And his final match, already a banger. That's right, brother. Absolutely. It's definitely picking up, especially at the moment. You know, we are getting some very close calls. We got the big boot, we got the spear, some close calls, but sadly, we are now watching the final 4 minutes of the show, which means that this banger of a match is going to be coming to an end in about 3 minutes now. That's right, 5 out of 5 stars indeed, Tony. It's a great match. Great match. Oh my goodness, another big spear from Edge here to Sheamus. Sheamus down, Edge for the cover, and it's over. Great match, a banger of a match, especially towards the end of it. But what can we do? We had some time constraints. So about 15 to 16 minutes of wrestling, but sweet match overall. You can see how the fans are all very happy. The hometown hero being celebrated by the hometown crowd. Beth Phoenix is in tears. Beautiful moment here for the rated R superstar Edge. Yeah, that's right. Andy says, you miss mine, AJ. Rosemary, I see there, Andy. Thanks for that. I definitely miss yours. Thank you. Rosemary would be great, indeed. Actually, I will definitely write this down, too. I would love to interview, Jessica Haywood again. Jessica is such a sweet lady. Just for that reason, I'd like to interview her again. But because I had her on the show recently, I don't know if I should do it again. Probably should go for somebody else, yeah. Edge won, that's right, Ricky. And look at the kids, the wife celebrating, the hometown celebrating for the hometown hero. Great match. Are you a believer of Legends losing their retirement match? I mean, AC Hammer, my brother, I'll tell you what. I was of the idea that they don't have to lose the match every single time. But after listening to the, to one of these statements made by Batista, I'm not sure where he made the statement, on an interview or somewhere else, but he said that, it's an old school mentality. Basically, legends lose their last match because it's a way of giving back to the industry. It's an old school fashion of leaving the industry and saying thank you to the industry that made you successful, that gave you fame, recognition, and money. It's a way of saying thank you to the industry and passing the torch. And he says that it's the right thing to do. It's an old school way to do. And that's why even Batista lost his last match, because he wanted to give back to the industry and pass the torch. Even though it was to Triple H, he wanted to pass the torch. That's an old school way to look at it, and I can definitely respect that. That's right. Beth's acting is horrible. She was just in the ring with him. That's right. She's in mommy mode, just like you said, brother. Just in mommy mode. That's it. Gotta watch Level Up. All right, my brother Tony, take care. We'll tune into Rampage now. He has to decide if he wants to sign. That's right. He said that he's gonna decide after the match is over tonight. When he goes to the locker room, he let it all sink in. That's when he'll make his decision. So we shall see if he's going to resign or not. Batista had the verse. I was there. I can say it very proudly that I was a part of WrestleMania 35. And it was a historic pay-per-view. And when we were watching it live, we had no idea how much history that pay-per-view was making. First of all, I was there live, so that's a pretty big deal. Secondly, I was on the floor seat, and WWE paid for the tickets and everything. So that was another historic event. I'm just kidding. But moving on, we had Batista's last match. We had Kurt Angle's last match. Miz's father got involved for the first and the last time, hopefully. We had, what else? That was the last pay-per-view before the pandemic. That was the last WrestleMania that was one night only. So WrestleMania 35 was quite a historic pay-per-view. Now, if you look back at it, that show, we got there by 2 o'clock, and we got out of the arena at past midnight, 12:10, 12:20, something like that. So we were in the arena for 10 hours plus, guys. A big, long day. And I loved every bit of it. So, historic pay-per-view, just like I said. And that's right, my brother Randy. You take care. Have a good night. Thanks for joining me again. And thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. It was great watching SmackDown. Now we're going to be tuning into Rampage. So if you guys want to watch Rampage with me, let's tune in. Thank you, everybody, once again for joining me. It was fantastic watching SmackDown. As I say, when we do it together as a family, it's a lot better. See, Batista had the worst last match again. Randy and Jay agree. Phoenix vs. Komander ongoing right now. Thanks for that, brother Randy. Sorry, brother True. I'm just tuning in now as well to Rampage. Let's get the Tron behind me going as well. Let's see, AEW. Just 1 second. All right. Here we are. Cool stuff. So, we're going to go to Rampage now. We're going to start watching Rampage. Let's get in. I love it. Guys, before we had the studio and I used to make the green screens, I always used to make my green screens as such that I had the same colors and the same kind of Tron behind me in the background. So when I was building the studio, I made it a point that I wanted to look just the way that I've always tried to make it look at the green screen, with the Tron, with the background and everything. And thankfully, it's just like that, of course. It's been great. Okay, so here we are. Just getting into one of those shady websites. All right, let's see. We got Andy once again. Have a good night. You take care. True says, I'm just noticing how awkward Aubrey looks like when she's making a 3 count. I'll have to take a look at that too. What makes her look so awkward, True? All right, let's see. One of the greatest referees, one of my favorite referees, Aubrey. It shows how much she loves wrestling every time she's, officiating a match. She loves it. And let's see, what else do we have? We got, trying to accommodate this into it. AC Hammer says, Bucha Rey Mysterio is on my screen right now. Bunch of Rey Mysterios, that's right. Yeah. Mysterio has definitely left a long-lasting legacy on the whole lucha business, right? Yeah, that's right, brother. You cannot look at a luchador and not think about Rey Mysterio. That's true. That's true. And here we are now, looking to dive off the ring. Her dancer posture. All right, true. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we're going for the big kick here on Komander. Beautiful move from Komander. Beautiful Hurricanrana, getting Phoenix off the ring to the ringside. And Komander looking for another big dive here. He dives down on Phoenix, and there we are. That's right, Komander. Full effect, full swing, doing pretty damn well. Let's see. It looks like he's going to run the ropes. He's going to run the top rope. That's right. Wow. Oh, he was going to go for the kick, but of course, Fenix gets out of the way. Komander with a nice save as well. Fenix with a kick to the leg of the Komander. Komander down. Fenix now off the top rope. Beautiful stop, actually. Knees just dropping down on Komander. Komander down. Fenix goes for the cover and a kick out. That's right. The match still continues. I see it too, True. I see it too now. Aubrey. Oh, big kick to the back of the head. Komander definitely out after that one. Sweet. Sweet. Fenix at the moment dominating, grabbing Komander once again by the mask, getting him here to the corner. And we are now in pick. Is that Daniel Radcliffe? Is that Harry Potter? No. Oh, that is Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, gosh. What the hell is he doing right there? Wow, Miracle Workers End Times. He's now on TBS. Daniel Radcliffe. What a fall from Harry Potter. I've got to say, all of the Harry Potter cast, right? Radcliffe, anybody else from Harry Potter, nobody really made it, right, in Hollywood. Is there anybody from Harry Potter films who actually made it big in Hollywood? I don't think so, right? Can you guys name any names? You know, yeah, I don't think so. Let's see, Skylar for the second week. That's right, Chris. Just as she deserves to. She's main eventing again, as she should. So luchadors don't get the love they deserve in the industry like how the Samoans do. I feel like the love now for luchadors is more than ever. Of course, we gotta give a lot of credit to Rey Mysterio for that. But thanks to AEW, I feel they're getting a lot more love now. Look at Triple Mania. Triple Mania is getting bigger and bigger, especially right now. It's already big in Mexico. But it's also starting to reach fans in America and the UK. People are paying attention. Of course, there's a big portion of wrestling fans that still doesn't look at luchador business as serious business, but there's also a portion of wrestling fans that really have a lot of admiration for the luchas. That's that. Radcliffe is on That's right, Radcliffe is on TBS now. Pretty big for TBS, pretty big get for them. And here we are now, guys, back from the commercial break very quickly. Rey Fenix is still in control, it seems. That's right. Big blow to the back. Fenix, it's got to go for the suplex. Following that up with a knee to the top of the head. It's crazy. Komander in control now. Slap to the face. Fenix is asking for more. Komander goes for those big chops, but Fenix just keeps asking for more. He's now down to a knee, but he's still not out. Fenix being held back up to his feet here, but he takes it around. There you go. Kick to the gut and throwing Komander over to the ropes. Komander with a nice springboard on Fenix. Fenix taking it back. Wow. Turns out that now in this point of the match, Fenix is indeed the slower luchador. Komander is in the driver's seat, and that's just because of his speed. There you are once again, beautiful Hurricanrana. The way that he executed that was perfect. And Fenix definitely dazed, dizzy. Komander gonna go for the big one again. Salute to Fenix. And Fenix now surprising him and me with that super kick out of nowhere to Komander. Komander in trouble. Fenix gets him on top. Oh my gosh, that was beautifully done. Komander once again going for the possum pin on Fenix. Fenix kicks out, but that was beautifully done. Whereas James, says Ricky, I know, where's James at? James probably, just like you said, James did not enjoy Dynamite, so maybe for that reason he's not watching Rampage tonight. But James, if you're watching, we miss you. Got a lot of love for you. Ron Newton says, Jacob Fatu vs. Ricochet and Page, MLW Fury Road, September 3rd. I see. Looks like somebody wants to watch that match, yeah? All right, let's see. All right, go for the cover here. Komander on Rey Fenix. Fenix kicks out, gets his arm up in time. The match still continues. Fans here clapping, making some noise for Rey Fenix. Fenix up on his feet here. Irish whip to Fenix. Fenix turning around, throwing Komander over to the corner. Komander once again. My goodness, look at this guy. Wow. very close call one more time. Wait a second, we got Brooklyn Joker here, and that is awesome. Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, I'm at Rampage. So Brooklyn Joker, right, seems like he's at Rampage. Really? That's awesome. That's great. That is incredible, brother. You have a great time. You have a great time, brother. Take care. And let's see. MLW good right now. I hate asking you, AJ, because of start time. Thank you for that, Randy Angie. Thanks for the concern. What time does it start, though? Let's take a look. MLW streams on Fight, does it not? So let me take a look at it right now. MLW Fight. Probably should get an idea of what time it starts. So, but I love you for that, Run DMG. He says that I hate asking you because of the start time. Let's take a look. So if we go here, we go to schedule, and we go to live. Let's see MLW. What? What? Oh my! Don't tell me that. That's crazy, guys. You kidding me? No. Oh, I just saw this, guys. Look at it. This is not a... This has to be a joke. Really? Impact Multiverse United 2 is going to start at 2:30 in the morning, and the pre-show starts at 2 o'clock. So I can kiss my sleep goodbye on Monday morning, that is. Right? Because that's Saturday and Sunday night, Monday morning for me. That's crazy. 2 a.m. 2:30 a.m. for the main show. That is crazy. Money Badger, my brother. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you, Money Badger. But that is crazy. 2:30 a.m. We will take a look at the MLW start time in a bit. But right now, we're taking a look at Rampage again. Phoenix just kicking off the head of Komander. Komander down, Phoenix down. Both of them trying to get back up to their feet here. I think Komander should join the Death Triangle. That's right. True said, they don't want to be a triangle, it will be a square. That's true. It is funny. I mean, actually, that's a good idea. Can you imagine more people joining the Death Triangle and the triangle just, turning into like a square, then a circle, then a polygon, a hexagon? That would actually be funny. I would like that. Yeah. I can get behind like a dead hexagon. Something like that. That sounds even creepier than a triangle. Bless. God bless. That's crazy. Moxie sucking on a lollipop watching this match. You're right, brother. That's right. And Komander one more time in control, looking for a big one off the apron. And down he goes. A beautiful pile driver on Phoenix. That is crazy. The way he did that. Only Komander can do the stuff that he can do. And looking to run the ropes again. Komander off the top rope, going for the cover on Phoenix. It's a 1, it's a 2. And I've got to tell you, True, I agree with you. Aubrey definitely looks nice as she goes for those 3 count. Yep, she definitely looks funny. Sweet. Such a quality match. What a difference in what we were watching on the WWE, says AC Hammer. If you talk about it, apart from the Sheamus Edge match, we really did not see a lot of great wrestling on SmackDown. We did not. And again, it kind of tells you a lot about quality over quantity. We got 2 hours of SmackDown. Could not get the job done. Could not get us excited. And, we're just getting into Rampage right now. It's a 1-hour show, but, already giving us some good matches. And here we are now. Oh, dear. Going for the cover is Phoenix. And it's a kick out. Yeah, after True mentioned Aubrey's 3 count and the dance posture, I cannot help but notice it every time she does it. That is funny. Alright, and everybody's stunned here. As Komander still kicks out. Sucker with the lollipops is Run DNG. Who said Pac is leaving? Wait. Really? Brooklyn Joker mentions that, but that's news to me too. Yeah, and let's see. Money Batter says, AJ, you're always my prayers, brother. What is that about? Because I don't get to sleep? Thanks for that, brother. Appreciate that. We got Money Batter says, they made fun of the Death Triangle into a square on the AEW video game. That is funny. And with that being said, guys, a victory here for Phoenix. He gets the job done. He's able to beat Komander. Phoenix does it, and the fans are happy. Everybody's happy. Phoenix also, oh my gosh, you know what? You're right. Moxley was indeed watching the match with a lollipop in his mouth. He was indeed watching the match with the lollipop in his mouth. Aubrey's breast looked like it will pop out when she counts. She definitely goes all in. I mean, I tell you, every time she officiates a match, it's so visible that she's a mark, that she loves wrestling. She literally goes all in and, does her best as a referee. She's awesome. She's awesome. Really is cool. Pac has had singles run without leaving the Dead Triangle. That's right. Absolutely. I don't think he will or he should leave the Dead Triangle. And true as a crush on Aubrey, says Brooklyn Joker. Well, she's sweet. She's sweet.
I was in the female four-way. And I was the first female signed to all the wrestling. I helped bring the ring of this division that is now AEW Women's Division. I can't think of a better full circle moment than to win for the second time the AEW Women's World Championship title at Wrestling. And holy cow, okay, how magical it will sound when you hear 80,000 people say it with me when I say, Dr. Baker, deep and deep.
All right. So basically, Britt Baker wants to get to the top one more time. That's it. But if he leaves the group, well, that's right, true. Let's see. I don't think that he should leave the group. Pac should not. No, I just noticed things is true. Well, yeah, he does. And, that's fair. I really appreciate True because the things that I don't notice, True's got me covered. That's awesome. And, yeah, let's go back, actually, to Fight TV because I want to take a look at MLW and what time is their pay-per-view streaming. So let's take a look at more crazy stuff here. So we got some crazy times again. Good thing we don't have to watch any of these shows. That's all right. Epic Pro Wrestling. Okay, sweet. What else do we have here? August 26th. So we're going to be watching, guys, again, we're going to be watching NWA 75. Yeah, we're going to be watching Night 1, Night 2. Now, these shows start at the regular time that most wrestling shows do, 5:30 in the morning. So we're going to be here for both the nights. That's going to be August 26th for you guys, 26 and 27, 27, 28 for me. But that's that. Yep. Once again, and oh my god, I hate when this happens, right? I just realized it. NWA Night 2 is going head-to-head with Impact Emergence. I don't like it when two wrestling shows go head-to-head. Speak of 3 or 4, I don't like it. But I guess we're going to see both NWA and Emergence going head-to-head on Sunday night. So that's that. We'll be watching both the shows, I guess. I don't like it when that happens. It's hard to concentrate on one show if both of them stream live together. So that's that. But yeah, we're keep going. Where's MLW at? Wait, so Ron DMG mentioned what date for MLW? September 3rd. September 3rd, MLW. Are they not streaming it on Fight? Because I don't see it on Fight. They probably are not. I thought MLW was streaming on Fight internationally. Let's see. MLW. I wonder how to watch the pay-per-view. Let's see. NWA Whoop Whoop, that's right, Money Badger. NWA indeed. Matt Cardano versus Van Warner, MLW Kiss My Foot match. Don't know why that is a stipulation. Well, it is. Anything in wrestling can actually go down, can happen. Kiss My Foot is interesting. I guess it's better than Kiss My Ass, right? I mean, should be all right. I'm watching Juggalos 100%. I like that, Money Badger. Okay, by the way, does anybody know Colby Carino? Anybody? Let me know if anybody knows Colby Carino. Anyone, let me know, guys, because I'm asking you guys because tonight I am going to be recording an interview with Colby Carino for NWA 75. So does anybody know or is aware of Colby Carino? Because, yeah, we're going to be doing that interview tonight. And if you guys have any questions for Colby, I will definitely be asking them. So, yeah, Colby Carino, NWA, it's going to be happening. The interview will be recorded tonight and will be released this weekend itself. Yeah. Name is familiar, says true. That's what I thought too. When they said, okay, AJ, we're giving you Colby Corino. Actually, at first, they gave me somebody else. One second, let me pull it up. I'm so good with names that I keep forgetting names. Kelly Martin. They gave me Kelly Martin at first, but it was on the day when I had to go to the embassy. So I said, I can't do Kelly. I cannot do it that day. And they said, okay, he's got to be going to that some concert, Rolling Stone or some concert they mentioned that they're going to be going to. So he said he's not going to be available after that. So that's why they gave me Colby Corino. So that's that. And that's going to be happening this tonight. I'll be recording it. This weekend, it's going to be coming out. So that's that. This guy is Colby Corino. Let's take a look. This guy right here. Yeah. Hopefully it's going to be a good interview. The guy looks like a badass, so should be good. Brooklyn Joker says, I know him. That's sweet. If you guys know if you have any questions, let me know. Rodney says, NW is on fight. MLW is on fight, I'm sorry. I thought so too, but I took a look. I checked out the schedule for September 3rd. I don't see MLW on there. You know, I see Wrestling Revolver, but I don't see... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it on September 3rd, September 4th. I just don't see it. So that's interesting. Ethan Page and the boys coming out here. Let's take a look at MLW again and see if I can find it like this. Yeah, there's no mention of it. So we'll take a look. I'll try to find out what's happening on September 3rd. I remember Colby Corino when he was carrying Spit Bucket in ROH. He reminds me of Roderick Strong. Spit Bucket, yeah? We'll take a look. Colby Corino was also in the WWE at one point, I believe, wrestled on main event, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Or was it 205 Live that he wrestled on? So we'll have to do my research before I interview him, of course, tonight. Yeah, and United Empire on their way out. It's going to be a good match. This is a non-title match, by the way, guys. The titles are not on the line tonight. Colby Corino is from Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Yeah, he's also going to be wrestling at NWS 75, for which reason we're interviewing him. But let's see. I really wanted to interview Kelly Martin. That's the guy that I asked for, you know, and unfortunately, because of my traveling, I could not... I could not basically, get to interview him, but maybe next time we're going to be interviewing Kelly Martin or hopefully Camille or somebody else. So we shall see. Honestly, true. I can see it happening. Aussie has been as great. They're greatest champions, no doubt about that. But I feel like I can see it happening. MJF and Cole, possibly. I see it happening. Yes, I do. It's all in. They're going all in, right? Wait, this is a title match? So on the preview that I was reading earlier, it said it's a non-title match. But wow, it is a title match indeed. That's crazy. So the preview must have been wrong. But that's awesome. Titles are actually on the line here tonight. Pretty cool. Once again, let me take a look at... So I am once again here, guys, because I'm trying it again. I'm on the website. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to shop. It still does not open. That's crazy. Yeah, so they've definitely banned it over here in India for some reason. The shop's just not available. And Brooklyn Joker says, true. Adam Cole turned off MJF, then Adam Cole beat MJF for the AEW World title. Well, let's see, brother. I think they're still going to be champions before they fight, wrestle in that match. But here we are now, double chops to the chest. Aussie Open starting off this match with some heat, turned up to 100. They are starting off strong here, going for the cover. Aussie Open, definitely showing some dominance. Getting in the head of Ethan Page for certain, and sending him straight headfirst into the turnbuckle, and an attack being made for the third time here between Aussie Open. There we are. And look at the bottom of the screen. They're selling some MJF and Adam Cole merchandise, some toys, figures, and whatnot. They're probably making too much money with Cole and MJF merchandise. They're definitely enjoying a lot of success with this whole relationship, this whole partnership. So I don't see it, coming to an end just yet. I just don't. And here we are now. Beautiful Hurricanrana. Aussie Open now in trouble, going up for the tag. Come on. The guy is not even legal, but he gets in here trying to stop the man from making the tag happen, apparently. Adrian, did you hear the Cash Wheeler is up in jail? Brooklyn Joker, now he's released. So there was a bond set of about $2,500, and because he was able to pay that much, I believe that he's released now. He was supposed to be turning in all of his weapons and anything in his possession within 12 hours of the release. So I'm pretty sure he must have turned that in as well. So Cash Wheeler, as people were speculating, perhaps he won't be able to make it to the UK. There'll be a ban on international travel and whatnot. They did not take his passport. He is not barred from traveling internationally, at least just yet. So it seems like he's going to be able to make it to the UK show, to All In. Yep, seems like it. And here we are now. The first reaction from everybody when they heard about Cash Wheeler was like, come on, a week before All In, a week before they make history? That's terrible. But seems like nothing's stopping him from going to the UK after all. And kicks and kicks and kicks to the chest, following that up with double Irish whips. And Ethan Page and his boy with the reversal. Aussie Open in control, sending their opponents back first into each other before tossing them down. Aussie Open definitely dominating here. I want MJF to join Don Cal. Wow. Wow. I don't know who would betray who then. Don Cal is just as big of a manipulator as MJF is, right? Just as big of a heel and an unlikable guy overall as MJF. I don't see it happening. Adam Cole is channeling his inner Shawn Michaels right now. Plus, MJF Punk's story needs to come full circle for all asses. Sure. Yeah, that's true. Makes a good point over there, too. It's true. That's right. That makes a good point, brother. And AJ question, do you see Edge joining? I can't see it happening. I'm not saying no to it because Christian Cage's there. Edge recently apparently was backstage too for an AEW show where he met up with Dax. So I think why not? Why can he not join AEW? It's possible. But is he going to join AEW immediately or, in a few weeks or months? That to me seems a little bit unlikely. I think that for now he will re-sign with the company and will stay with the company at least through WrestleMania 40. There's no way that he's not attending WrestleMania 40. 4 decades of WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure they would pay him good money to be there. So I see him re-signing. I really do. But let me know what you guys think. And WWE also allows him to work a lighter schedule where he can be here for a few months and then he can be away. So, that way he gets the liberty already with the company, so it's got to be interesting. I mean, let's see. What is this commercial about?
Just to gift. I always knew I had a sister, and she did it. When we met, it was what I longed for my entire life.
Explore our Brilliant Moments collection. Jerry, love brilliantly.
Okay. I thought that was like a commercial for something like Ancestry.com or like those DNA tests, right? Where they test you to make sure you are how much of nationality or what is your ethnicity actually like and how much of Irish are you or how much of Indian are you. It's crazy. I remember this thing was super popular back in 2015, 2014, and I actually had my own friends and classmates sending their DNA samples into the website for the website to give them results. Okay, you are 10% Irish or 20% Indian or something like that. It was crazy. I wonder if people still do it though. All right, let's see. And Money Batter says it was random for me for Edge to retire and not even in a pay-per-view derp. Well, brother Money Badger, I know, but I guess for Edge it means a lot because he gets to do it in front of his hometown crowd, even though he doesn't live there anymore. But still, he got to do it in front of his hometown crowd. He had his family there, but I get that it was random for you for him to do that. It was technically, I don't think it was a retirement match. People are still calling it. A lot of people are claiming that, okay, that was like the final match, the farewell match. But I still honestly see it as only the last match of his current contract. I see him re-signing. I see him coming back. I don't see it as his last match. I don't. That's because Edge did not retire. His contract is up. That's right, true. That's exactly how I see it too. yeah, with that being said, guys, we are still on the commercial break. So let's see, what else do we have? I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm really surprised that I can't. Actually, I've got so many devices here. Let me try and open up www.com on any other device. And it still doesn't let me. Yeah, I've tried doing it on 2 computers now, but it does not let me log in. So, yeah, I feel like the only obvious reason to it, to me, it seems like they probably are working on a new website for India. And maybe in a few hours, the website should be up. It only makes sense. After all, they're coming here. They should be able to sell their merchandise over here, too. They should be selling their merch here. So that only makes sense. We shall see. But with that being said, we got the tables turned around here as we're back for the commercial break. Ethan Page and his partner now dominant and doing pretty damn well. Aussie Open now in trouble. There you go. Kick. Gotta go for a springboard. Oh my goodness, moonsault to the outside. Sweet. Not bad. Not bad at all. And Moneybatter says, so who would you have picked wrestle Edge, AJ, other than Sheamus? Man, True's not gonna like the answer, but I'm gonna say John Cena. because I really enjoyed John Cena's and Edge's rivalry too from, when I was a younger fan. I loved these two going back and forth. Also had a pretty long and a dragged feud back then. But I liked it. I loved it. WrestleMania 25 match, Edge versus Cena versus Big Show. I still have some sweet memories from that back then. Great match. So I would have loved to see Edge versus Cena once again. Of course, Cena now, sadly, is not the same guy. He's grown old. He doesn't seem to have the same passion or drive or hunger, to deliver quality matches as he did back then. He delivered quality matches. Nowadays, I look at and watch a John Cena match, and I'm just looking at the time, hoping for it to come to an end because they're just not fun anymore. And, it's not just like his match against Austin Theory, but also his SummerSlam 2022 match against Roman Reigns. I mean, every single match that he's had over the past few years, they've been dull and they've been bland and they've been without any spice or an element of surprise. They have just been flat out flat. They have not been good at all. Cena and Edge was actually good, sister. Thanks for that, brother. Makes me feel better about myself. Thanks. Maybe Damien for me, says Money Badger. Damien versus Edge. Actually, not bad considering the whole Judgment Day stuff. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sweet. And here we are, Aussie Open looking to retain as they should. Yeah. Fair and square. This should be over. No questions asked. Go for the cover. It's a 1, it's a 2, and it's 3. That's right. With that being said, Aussie Open retain the titles, and they got to go to the UK with the championship. Cena claims that he wants the IC title now and wants to fight Walter. Okay, now, true. The thing about it is that if he's not going to come back for at least a few months, then there's no point to it. If he's coming back only to cut some promos leading up to one match and then he's got to disappear, then it's of no point at all. So if he wants to come back, actually fight Walter, lose, then fight him back, win, and then lose again, something like that, actually do a whole program with Walter, get us all emotionally involved and invested in it, then it's alright. But if he's gonna come back for one match, then disappear, it makes no sense. He probably should stay away in that case. That's what I feel. But let's see. Wow. That's right, true. Yeah. Wouldn't that make him the Grand Slam, because he's had the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE title, the US title, and the IC title is the only one that he's never held. He's been the Money in the Bank winner, Royal Rumble winner. He's done it all, but not the Intercontinental Championship. That's right. That is right indeed. And let's see. I wanted him to beat Theory for the U.S. title, but nope. That's right. It was just a... And, you know, it still drives me now. I'm not even an Austin Theory fan. I never was. But it still drives me crazy that they had him beat John Cena, the real deal, at WrestleMania, only for him to drop the title on a random episode of SmackDown to Rey Mysterio. That makes no sense. But of course, Austin Theory, he was up there, got down here. Terrible, 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 terrible for Austin Theory. I look at this guy and I'm instantly reminded of Honor No More. I mean, these guys were fantastic at Impact Wrestling as Honor No More. Yeah, they'll never top that. It was very cool, cool stuff. Wow. Really? I like that. I like that. Next week, we're going to see Hardy's versus Aussie Open. I'm totally in for it. Now it's time for Sammy G to come out. We're going to get one more match before I believe we're going to go to the main event. That's going to be with the women. That's right. The match is a 20-minute time limit, it seems, and we already have about 25 minutes left before the show is going to be over. So this match will be on for about like 15 or a maximum of 10 minutes. And then we're going to go straight for the women's match, the Sky Blue main event. And Austin about to be replaced, that's right. Yep. With LA Knight, seems like it. LA Knight seems to be that guy now, replacing Austin Theory. Maybe the right call, maybe not. We shall find out in due time. But for now, it seems like LA Knight is going to get the same push that Austin Theory was once supposed to receive. We shall see how that goes down. But with that being said, guys, still about 25, 24 minutes left here. Alright, Sammy G's fighting John Cruz. The guy is fighting his 19th AEW match tonight. That's cool. Sammy G, this match should be over. I said 10 minutes. This match is going to be over in like 5 minutes. Alright. Sammy G circling around the ring here with Cruz. Cruz, yeah, looks like a very little man, does he not? They lock it up here. I mean, yeah. He's not that short. He's not that short, but for some reason, I'm not sure if it's his pants or the color of his pants or I don't know, but the guy seems like he's got a very small torso for some reason. Yeah. Alright, anyways, Sammy with a nice drop kick. This match won't take long. You're right about that, brother. Sammy already dominating, oozing confidence, and he's gonna go for a dive to the outside on John Cruz. He's got to go all cruising all the way down on John Cruz. John Cruz down. And Sammy G just showing off the confidence here. Sweet. Sweet. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the spotlight. And Sammy G wants to give the high five to a young fan sitting ringside. That's cool. It's nice. Grabbing John Cruz on the head, sending him back into the ring here. Did you look at the security guard sitting over there against the barricade? Yeah, he did not seem the least interested in Sammy G. Right, cool. Now we got a kick here to the face of Sammy G. Sammy G taking it back, falling down over the knee strike to the face here of John Cruz. Up on his shoulders. Cruz here going for a nice right. One more time, knee to the face, and it's good night time for John Cruz. Sleep well because he's been pinned here. Sammy G with a nice victory. The match took about 2 minutes, guys. Just 2 minutes, that's it. 2 minutes and the match is over. Fight for the Fallen spans all 3 shows. Yeah, that's right, true. And yep, it's sure. It's already over. Sammy G is victorious. It's so surreal that we are just 1 week away from All In. Just 1 week. And 1 week later, 27th of August, AEW is going to be making history with the biggest wrestling pay-per-view in recent history, surpassing all the records held by WrestleMania, WWE, the records that they keep boasting about, surpassing all of those records and just making history here, doing the unthinkable. Ladies Match is next. That's right, true. The main event, right? This is the last match of the night, the main event. Totally looking forward to it. Tony and Ruby are going to be in action tonight. Of course, Sky Blue as well in action. This should be a sweet match. Let's see. What do we have coming up? Taking a look at some of the news here on the dirt sheet. That's crazy. Look at it. We were just talking about All In, right? And here it says All In tickets have surpassed SummerSlam 92 and WrestleMania 32. That's what we're talking about. So number of AEW All In tickets continue to be a major success for the company, with the latest report on ticket sales placing the event ahead of two iconic shows. The event at Wembley Stadium has now sold over 80,000, with fans from all over the globe set to flock to the UK's most famous venues. That's right. So they have surpassed SummerSlam 1992 with 80,544 tickets distributed. That's great. There you go. So basically, the current setup that they had about 85,472 seats in total, out of which about 80,846 have been sold or distributed. So you've got only a little under 5,000 seats still left, which I'm pretty sure are going to be sold out, or they'll be handed away for free to like media partners or sponsors or friends of the family of the talent. 5,000 will be filled up. It's got to be a full capacity crowd without a doubt. That's crazy. And they will do it. Absolutely, they'll do it. They say that about 4,800 additional tickets will need to be sold in order to break the actual paid attendance mark over the next 9 days. I'm pretty sure they will do it. AJ, with those many people in one place, I hope nothing goes wrong. I mean, everything's going to be fine, Money Badger brother. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be all cool. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing night. Let's see. What else do we have here? John Cena, the current and former stars, paid tribute to Edge on SmackDown. Of course they did. That was sweet. That's true. I can agree with that. Bushiroad's president says that AEW has displaced NJPW as the number 2 promotion in the world. I can totally agree with that. I think they're fighting for the number 1 spot now. They probably will secure that spot too in a bit. Let's see. Rocky Romero thinks NJPW's Will Ospreay will go down as top 5. Maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of competition when it comes to all-time top wrestlers, so there's a big competition. And let's see. Okay, WrestleMania 40 breaking WWE records already. Yes, they have sold like over 90,000 tickets in the first few hours. They have not been able to break All In's record though, because All In, that was a one-night show. WrestleMania 2-night event, so still they did not break All In's record just yet. Let's see, what else do we have here? This is interesting. Sami Zayn says involvement in WWE's Bloodline storyline got him interested in acting. So are we looking at another Hollywood star here in Sami Zayn? I don't know about that. I'm sure they're prepared to true, absolutely, And that is like one of the world's most famous venues. So as we know, they already have security and everything in place for such a massive crowd. They already prepared for it, so yeah, it should be good. It should be fine. It will be good. But here we are now. We're going to be hearing from Miro tomorrow night. That sounds awesome. Darby Allin's going to be fighting Christian Cage, with the Dinosaur going to be in the corner as well this Saturday night. That's tomorrow night. So it should be a good show. Let's see. Guys, it just dawned upon me. August 27th. Is that not also the date when NWA 75 Night 1 is going to take place? So basically, we're going to be... NWA is going to get squashed, because if NWA is going to take place at the same time as All In, NWA is getting squashed, right? What time does... Wait a second. Because All In takes place... All In time. What time does it air, actually? Because it takes place in London, it cannot air at the regular 8 p.m. EST time, right? There you go. That answers my question. 1 p.m. Eastern is when All In is going to be airing. So it's 1 p.m. Eastern. And for me, that's got to be about 10:30. Oh, I love this. That's great. For me, it's going to be 10:30 at night. And nothing makes me happier than a pay-per-view that's not at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. This is great. So 10:30 at night for me is great. 1 o'clock Eastern, 10:30 for me. It's fantastic. I like that. Fire Fest leading into All In. It's a great idea. Once again, Aussie Open versus MJF and Cole for the ROH World Tag Team titles taking place at All In. 0 hour. And without a doubt, Cole and MJF are going to win. That's like, my money's on it. 100% they are winning that match. All In is Sunday morning. Yes, brother, true. That's right. Sunday morning. The women's match seems fantastic too. I mean, you got Hikaru Shida, you got DMD, you got, of course, Tori Storm, Saraya. Definitely looks like it's going to be a great match, even for the women this Sunday night at All In. It's going to be great. Okay, with that being said, we are finally switching gears and going to be going to the main event of Rampage. We got about 15 minutes left before the show is going to be over. They wasted some time with the commercial. We spent about 6 minutes on the commercial break, so that was longer than the match that we saw with Sammy Guevara. That was a 2 minutes match. The commercial was longer than that. But anyways, Mark Henry here with the iconic "It's time for the main event." I don't hear anything, says Money Badger. What do you mean, brother? You cannot hear my voice? Is that what you mean, Money Badger? Now you do. Thank you for that. Thank you. And here we are now. Ruby Soho coming out with the Outcast. Got Tony Storm and Ruby Soho who are going to be in action here tonight. Saraya is going to be, of course, ringside for this match. And Ronnie MG coming in saying, "It is time for the lame event." Brother, don't say that. You know, it's time for Sky Blue, and we're all here for Sky Blue, are we not? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So actually, in the honor of Sky Blue, let me do this. Let me turn everything blue for Sky Blue, right? I think it's fair that we do that. Wait a second. Where is my Tron? Where's my Sky Blue Tron? Why cannot... Oh, my goodness. I cannot find my Sky Blue Tron. That's not right. It's crazy. Okay, there we are. Got it. Hikaru Shida coming in here. Still, just in time for Sky Blue. That's cool. Now, it was very quiet for a minute. I thought something was wrong on my end. Sorry about that, Money Badger. Sorry about that. Tony Storm really loves cosplaying. She does. She does. Yeah, every single time we see her, she's like Marilyn. Yeah, it's so obvious. But you know what? She can pull it off, too. She looks good with that hairstyle. So, a lot better than, you know, she was rocking earlier. I think a lot better than the vet hair. Yeah. Yeah, she used to rock the vet hair like every single week. Earlier when she was in NXT and even the main roster of WWE, but now with this whole new hairstyle, I like it, I like it. And here we are now, but with Tony Storm and Ruby Soho just, of course, going down the dirty route, attacking Sky Blue and Hikaru Shida just while they were making their entrance, and Ruby Soho was going to go for the clothesline on Sky Blue. Sky Blue with the night dodge, following that up with a few series of elbow strikes here on Ruby Soho herself, and a Hurricanrana getting Ruby Soho down. A little bit sloppy, but that's okay. Sky Blue now running over to Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho getting out of the way, grabbing her from behind, was going to go for the German suplex. Sky Blue rolls it up, goes for the cover. Ruby with the kick out. She was going to go for a kick to the gut. Sky Blue turning that around, hits Ruby Soho in the head with the kick herself. And now Toni Storm trying to cause a distraction as Sky Blue was looking to climb the top turnbuckle. First, Ruby Soho takes advantage of that distraction, hits her with an elbow strike, and slows down Sky Blue and her momentum. Yeah, Sky Blue now in trouble again. Tag being made to Marilyn, and I mean Toni Storm. Yep. And here we are. Blue and green cheeks. I see you, True. That's right. Lots of cutters here. Lots of cutters. One more time, the tag has been made to Ruby Soho, who goes in here with those kicks to Sky Blue. AJ, you better than sock foul. Oh, thank you for that, my brother Run DMG. Let anybody knows Toni Khan, let him know that I need to be placed on the commentary. You know, I need to be replacing some people on there. Thanks for that, Run DMG. Appreciate that. And here we are once again. Toni Storm and Ruby Soho together with those kicks into poor Sky Blue. I mean, if your heart's not breaking at this side, you have no heart, guys. Poor Sky Blue. You gotta feel for her. Now, that's a storm I don't mind getting caught into, since I know nobody would mind. Actually, people would like to get into such storms, right? But, yeah, just kidding. Yeah, that's right. Toni Storm still with the tag. These ladies are going for those quick tags here. Just torturing Sky Blue with the double T moves over and over again. This time, Hikaru Shida grabs him from behind. And was that a tag? That should have not been a tag, right? Because you cannot be so far away from the turnbuckle and tag yourself, and that's just not how it works. You've got to be closer to the turnbuckle, or you've got to be holding onto the rope from the turnbuckle, and then tag in your opponent, your partner. So that was not a tag. That's good to see. All right. Because if had that been considered a tag, I would have flipped. That's sweet. No, it wasn't a tag. Thanks for that, True. All of that lecture for nothing. All right. And here we are now. Toni Storm once again running over to Sky Blue. Oh my goodness, butt to the face. And Sky Blue knocked down hard to the ringside area. We got about 10 minutes left before the show's got to be over. Guys, I've got to say, SmackDown was sweet. Edge's 25 years was sweet. But in reality, Rampage gets the cake tonight. It's been a better show with better wrestling. I give SmackDown like a 6.2 out of 10. I'll give Rampage already an easy 8.9 out of 10. I'm impressed. The wrestling has been good on Rampage tonight. Not making it up. It's been good. And one more time, we are now in picture-in-picture. Everything blue once again, for Sky Blue. We're here celebrating Sky Blue right now. That's it. And Marilyn Monroe here, you see Toni Storm just overconfident. Better wrestling indeed, absolutely true. Yep. Ricky's not here. I wonder if Ricky's watching this. Because Ricky did not enjoy Wednesday's wrestling at all, it seemed. Not at all. And here we are. Sky Blue still getting tortured. It's crazy how we have been watching this match for about 5-6 minutes, and Hikaru Shida still hasn't been able to tag herself in. Sky Blue is continuing, to get tortured here from the Outcast. Trying to get back to her feet here with those blows to Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho, though, gets her back into the corner. And is she going to tag in Toni Storm? Yes, she does. Toni Storm tagged in again. That's right, Money Badger. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. And if you have not already, make sure to also hit the subscribe button. Be a part of the family. Join the chat. Join the community. Let's get talking. And one more time, here we are. Toni Storm in control, grabbing the hair of Sky Blue. Getting her up in that corner again. Toni Storm with those kicks to the back. Yeah, those are some tough kicks, without a doubt. Wow. Picture-in-picture still going on. What is this commercial for, by the way? Duato. What's a pregnancy test? Duvato. Now I'm curious, what is Duvato? I did not really understand from the commercial break. Oh, it's a HIV treatment. God bless, okay. Sweet. As we see here, Ruby Soho now in control, using Toni Storm's own arm here against herself. I'm sorry, Sky Blue's own arms against herself. There you are. Terrible. This is not a great night for Sky Blue. Just getting tortured from the very get-go of this match, from the very beginning. The Outcasts are totally destroying the Sky. That's it. Sky Blue trying to get away, trying to get back to her feet here, and slipping away from Ruby Soho. Almost got it done, but of course, the Outcasts are a bit too strong here for Sky Blue. One more time, the tag has been made, and Toni Storm herself inside the ring with those kicks to Sky Blue. Sky Blue taking the damage. A chop to the chest. Toni Storm in control. Sky Blue once again in trouble. Oh dear, she's trying to turn it around now. Elbow strikes here between Toni and Ruby. She's got to go for it over and over again. Looks for a big uppercut, and Toni Storm down again. Sky is getting her blue ass kicked. Sadly true, but she really is. That is the truth of the matter right now. She really is getting... Oh, finally. Thank you for that. Hikaru Shida, finally, towards the end of the match, has been tagged in. We got about 5 minutes left. So finally, Hikaru Shida, the champion, has been tagged in. Goes for a big kick to the side of the head. Ruby Soho dazed. And you know what people say? That what is Ruby Soho doing now? You know, I thought the WWE was screwing her over. And people sarcastically, basically criticize her booking in AEW, but I'll say this, that at least she gets to be on TV, she gets to be main event, shows, and yeah, she's doing a lot better than she was in the WWE, so she definitely made the right decision joining AEW and joining the Outcasts, without a doubt. And we are here now with those kicks to Ruby Soho. She's down. Shida goes for, oh my goodness, Toni Storm goes for a big German suplex on Shida. Shida down, Sky Blue in here looking for some retribution, looking great, and Sky Blue knocked down hard by Ruby Soho. And Ruby so says Run. That's funny. So, okay. Ruby is just fine, sister. That's right. And now we've got... this annoys me a lot. Saraya annoys me so much. And, there's two reasons to it. One is the L that she throws out to you like she's a little 14-year-old girl. And then there's the spray paint. Saraya annoys me so much with the spray paint. She's obsessed with spray painting all over people's bodies. It's really annoying. Yeah, very much. And now one more time, the tag being made to Sky Blue. Blue coming in here. Ruby Soho stays in position for Blue. Blue taking her down just like that very quickly. And going for the Hikaru Shida going after Toni Storm. AEW loves mediocre ex-WWE talents, says Run DMG. Ricky would agree with that. But, they make people stars. That's true. And here we are now. Sky Blue sent over to the middle turnbuckle. Blue once again in trouble. Toni Storm running over to Blue, but to the face again, and Sky Blue is down. That's terrible. The mistreatment of Sky Blue here is outrageous. Once again, going for the cover, and Hikaru Shida with a save. We got about 4 minutes left before the show's going to be over, guys. So we're looking at the final few minutes of this match. Hikaru Shida now grabbing Ruby Soho by the leg, pulling her over to the corner, finally making the tag. I see a kendo stick over in the corner as well, which makes me feel that when the referee is going to be distracted, Hikaru Shida might as well use that kendo stick to her favor. And now going for those back and forth moves, punches straight to the head over and over again between Toni and Hikaru. Hikaru one step ahead with those crazy punches to the head over and over again. Toni Storm dazed, dizzy. Saraya grabs Hikaru Shida's leg from behind. Hikaru Shida distracted. Toni Storm here, kick to the gut, and she goes down hard. Tony's going to give somebody a whiplash. That's right, true. And you know what? People are not even going to mind that. And AC Hammer says that is a fantastic women's match. Definitely, yep. AEW, these women right here, they're fantastic. Some of the best that AEW has. And AEW's women's roster is actually not limited at all. If you look at these women right here, crazy good. Then you've got Jade. I know I'm going to get some heat for that. But you've got, of course, so many other, right? You got, wait a second. Thunder Rosa, the list goes on and on. You got a lot of women on the roster. Now we've got oh, come on. So we're not getting a clean finish at all? Yeah, we're not. I was hoping for a better end to the match, but I guess we're not going to get a clean finish because nobody can get the upper hand here before All In. You know, everything goes down at All In. We're going to be seeing these ladies collide at All In for the championship, and that's what it's all about. So nobody gets the momentum or the upper hand before the pay-per-view. So as long as Saraya does not get to spray paint anybody else, I'll be happy. Hopefully that doesn't happen. DMD now stepping in, definitely shaping things up for All In here. We're looking at a little glimpse of what's going to happen on August 27th. Cat fight, Indy True. That's it. It's a cat fight right now. Sweet. Overall, a sweet Rampage. Not bad at all. You know, much better than SmackDown. But tonight was a decent night in wrestling. Not crazy, but a decent night in wrestling. Next week, there are going to be no excuses for especially AEW, because next week is when everything goes down. Months and months of anticipation and excitement around All In. It all goes down next week with Dynamite and Rampage. So those are going to be the two shows that we are eagerly looking forward to. Well, good night to you guys. Good night here in AEW. Look at that. All the staff and the crew members trying to separate the four ladies, keep them in their respective corner. Saraya, my goodness. Hikaru Shida, though, she gets to get away and just show off her title before Saraya gets her hands on her. Once again, the crew keeping them separated in each corner. Yeah, what a way to build up to the women's main event, to the women's world title match at All In. It's got to be good. It's got to be great. Rampage better than SmackDown. I didn't know you did a stand-up comedy, agent. Sorry about that, Randy and Jim. Talking about wrestling in general. Keeping aside Sheamus and Edge, which was a great match, I would say Rampage had better matches overall than SmackDown. You know, I think so. I think so. But thank you, my brothers, for the love, for the support. It was great watching, as always, the show with you. Tomorrow I'm going to be here to watch Collision with all of you. And of course, Sunday we're going to be here for Impact. Then next week we've got a busy schedule again. We've got Raw, we got Dynamite, we've got Rampage, SmackDown, and then we've also got All In happening. And on top of that, we've got NWA happening. So we're gonna be busy this week ahead and next week. So thank you once again, everybody. Money Badger, True, Run DMG, AC Hammer, everybody who's here tonight, Gary, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'm gonna be seeing you guys tomorrow night for Collision. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Much love to everybody. Thank you, True. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Chris. Take care.